Ladies and gentlemen, episode number 449 live. Welcome to YTD Academy, episode number 14 live here over the Shark Tank on YouTube. This is, of course, our third of three of our post-Slamboree Fallout show, so it is going to be a barn burner of a night. We are going to light the squared circle on fire. We got some championship matches, and I mean, it is going to be a great night of testing those championships. They are all prepared for battle, superstars and champions alike. And of course, we're pushing towards our next big stream preview of 2023, which is actually going to be the first ever Archiverse Award Show, which is of course going to be the Hall of Legends, where we're going to induct, finally induct some very long-time members and supporters and followers of the Archiverse. They've been streamer teams for many, many moons, since the very first iteration of the Archiverse, or the Archiverse 1.0. And, of course, our co-host, when I invite him on here in one moment, he knows all about who I'm talking about. But we're going to induct them into the Hall of Fame, the Hall of Legends, if you will. It is going to be a great evening. We are going to have some great matches with those legends involved, with some matches either correlated to some of their past rivalries. Maybe we'll have some rising stars challenge some of those legends for thee. We're going to put on a great show. It is going to be an epic evening, and it's going to be a celebratory evening as we induct people like Team J Negative Gaming, like Team Glenola, like Team Christian Cool, like Team The Turret Man, like Team AMC Me, who is already actually in the Hall of Legends, as she became the very first person ever in the Archiverse history to become a Triple Crown champion. Now Honeybee from Team Honeybee Wrestling has also joined the ranks of the Hall of Legends. In her short but yet illustrious and superb career, already managed to achieve what took Ashla Marie just about 2.5 years to achieve. Absolutely epic. What a formidable superstar and champion is Honeybee. The Diamond B. Jackson, of course. But we're going to be inducting other people. We're going to be inducting teams, management teams. It is going to be a great night. We're going to, of course, give appreciation and thanks to all of those streamer teams, all of those superstars for the many, many months of support and the many, many months of having a great time together, as we have put on some of the great matches in Twitch history, in my opinion, and, of course, YouTube history. But tonight we're going to light the building on fire with some really epic matches to finalize our post-Slamboree Fallout week. And man, oh man, if you haven't seen Slamboree yet, you got to go back and watch that WCW Slamboree, the very first stream preview of 2023. And the very first stream preview with Wolfpack in complete control was off the hook. It was fantastic. You definitely got to check it out. Then you might, if you're confused about any of the Fallout that's going on over the past week, then you will be caught right up to speed. You'll know exactly what's going on. Tonight, we continue that path. But before we get there, it is time to get the great Glenola off his ass onto the broadcast at my side where he belongs. Glenola, what's going on, my friend? Welcome in. And, of course, I know you know some of these OG teams that we've been, like J Negative Gaming, of course. Tell us about Team J Negative Gaming.
Well, J Negative Gaming himself is he's an awesome person. I know personally he helped me with my affiliate, Archer. He helped, affiliate. And the team, the Soul Man, is one of the greatest competitors in the Archiverse. Willing to go all out, and fight with everything he has to get that win. He's probably one of the most respected opponents the Wolfman has ever faced. We've told that story.
Oh, go right ahead. Please do. I mean, it's at least correlated, so you may as well continue with your story.
But, Wolfman, Jay Simmons, the Soul Man, falls count anywhere, no holds barred, and they tore the building down. They were breaking the barricades. They were breaking desks. They were breaking chairs. Soul Man threw the Wolfman off of a semi-trailer 4 times, and then power bombed him onto the cement, and won by walking away. It was a last man standing. But It was well over an hour for that match.
Well over an hour. I think we were pushing more like an hour 15, hour 20. It was a long match. It was crazy. And the funny thing is, people watched it. You know what I mean? Like,
people were on the edge of their seat
just because of the way it went down, and that was, of course, a year where Backstage Brawl really took things to a whole new level. I mean, hence you were on top of a semi-truck trailer. What a match! Just very brutal matchup.
It was, and if it could be used as a weapon, it was.
Think?
I don't think there was anything they couldn't pick up that it wasn't hit, someone didn't get hit with.
You guys legit ended up brawling it out in Triple H's office, with Triple H just kind of watching on, going, "Stay the fuck away from me."
Yeah. And then, of course, I believe Christian Hart's inducted with this class.
Christian Hart is absolutely inducted with this class. I actually got a message from somebody not long ago. They were wondering why their superstar was not being inducted in this round of the Hall of Legends. Now, because this is our first ever, and we're going into our third year, we're going to have more than one award show for this year. We're going to have 2 classes. We're just getting the first class out of the way. And these people that we're inducting, I mean, it's not like I chose these people by myself either. We had nominations. These people were voted in and nominated and inducted by a jury of their peers. So these people, and
they're on Discord.
Yeah, and these people have been around since, again, the Archiverse 1.0. They are OGs of the Archiverse, and they're not being inducted just because of that. But I mean, if you look at the people who they are, Jay Simmons, the Soul Man, he's been a multiple-time champion, tag team champion, been in some of the most prolific matches in Archiverse history. I mean, the list is grand, and they are awesome people.
Tons of Funk was in there. Another great faction, great tag team.
Well, let's hear. I can bring it up. Hold on. Here we go.
Okay, because I didn't see the list.
It was removed, I think, and I think it was removed.
Yeah.
Okay, so here is the list of inductees. This is for the 2022 class. Hall of Fame class. So we will be doing a 2023, which, again, that's going to be the second award show. Will probably be, I want to say, summer, a little after, maybe before our third annual Halloween Havoc show. Somewhere around there, Glenola, something like that, probably.
September, probably.
Or, somewhere around there.
September would be a great time for it.
Yeah, and that will be the 2023 class, okay?
And hello, life is great!
And I never would have done a 2021 because we were just far too new. So it makes a lot more sense to do 2022, 2023. We've got a lot of history. We've got a lot of great matches and superstars and streamer teams, and the community has grown so much. I mean, it's just going to be a good time, and we're going to have a great time with the next one as well. But here it is, 2022 inductees into the Legends Hall of Fame. So as far as Legends go, this list grew because of a lot of strong support from the peers, because some of these people could have still waited till the next, but people spoke, I listened, and here's the list. We have, first of all, from Team Cornhusk Show, Carino Sinister Farmer being inducted into the Hall of Legends. From Team Glenola, the Wolfman Alan Severn being inducted into the Hall of Legends. The Viking Rose Brewer from Team Distinct Cone being inducted into the Hall of Legends. From Team I'm Just Key.
Wolfpack members,
right?
The first 3.
Yeah. You're not wrong. From Team I'm Just Key, who is actually a partner over in the Land of Purple on Twitch. Kareem Key Woods, he is the OG villain of the Archiverse. Being inducted into the Hall of Legends, where he belongs. Jay Simmons from Team J Negative Gaming, the Soul Man, being inducted into the Hall of Legends. The Iceman, Christian Hart from Team Christian Cool, being inducted into the Hall of Legends. This one I'm not a fan of, but a lot of people forced me to put this person on this list, but Elijah Archer, I think Archer could have waited, but Elijah Archer being put into the Hall of Legends, I appreciate that, everyone, by the way. A lot of people spoke and said he should go in. Yeah, I was not nominating him myself, that's all I knew. From Team AMC Me, Ashley Marie the Diamond, another Wolfpack member, part of the Wolfpack Gals. And that's not where it stops. Listen to this. The next entrance into the Hall of Fame from Team Night the Undying, the Omega Marshall Omega being inducted. That's another Wolfpack member. Jesus Christ. I mean, aside from a couple, we might just call it a Wolfpack award show. And this was not done purposefully, even. This was not done purposefully, even. The next and last of just the legends is from Team Kraken Skulls. The Nightmare Damien is going into the Hall of Legends. Now, legendary teams, we have two of them. And these teams were almost picked immediately by everybody, so I just went with it. I didn't even pick one myself, because I probably would have chose one of them anyways. But team number one for legendary teams, the now 8-time World Tag Team Champions from Team The Turret Man and Team Complete Geek TV, Demolition, are being inducted into the Hall of Legends. And, of course, last but not least, everybody wanted to see the Hart Foundation, led by Team Christian Cool and the Iceman Christian Hart, being inducted into the Hall of Fame. So that was granted.
Well deserved on both parts.
Oh, absolutely. No qualms here. Legendary management teams. Legendary.
I disagree with one of
them. Team Christian Cool being inducted into the Hall of Legends. Team Glenola being inducted into the Hall of Legends, and Team The Turret Man also being inducted into the Hall of Legends. And that is because they are the three OGs that were by my side for the first 100-plus episodes, whether it be on the broadcast or in the chat room or on Discord. They really made the Archiverse universe go round, if you will. And therefore, they are the first three, and deservingly so, being inducted as legendary management teams into the Hall of Legends. Wrestler of the Year. Another one that nobody took really... Actually, I don't even think Glenola voted on this one, because once he saw it, he said the same thing I did. I'm pretty sure. I'd have to go back and look, but I'm pretty sure that this was a no-brainer anyways, and a whole bunch of people chose him anyways. So the Wrestler of the Year, and actually you could have probably last couple years, really. But the Soul Man Jay Simmons, Wrestler of the Year from Team J Negative Gaming.
I have no qualms about that.
Nope. Female Wrestler of the Year, being inducted into the Hall of Legends. Now this is just as a Wrestler of the Year, not as a Hall of Legends. This is not a legendary induction. This is a Wrestler of the Year induction for the Hall of Legends for 2022. But Wrestler of the Year for the women's division from Team Joe Link, Dangerous Amber Extreme, member of the Outlaws, being inducted into the Hall of Legends.
Yeah, and taking nothing away from her, but I think she was chosen in part because we tried to avoid doubling up inductions.
Oh, yeah, we did try, yeah. We ended up with one anyways. We ended up with a couple, actually, but that's okay.
Yeah, because I think Rose Brewer... But, that's just my thought.
Well, Rose Brewer is being inducted into the Hall of Legends for her accomplishments.
Yeah. That's why I said,
Amber Extreme isn't in that category, so that's why.
We had,
Otherwise, you're right. Yeah, we did. Well, we didn't try, we did. So, moving on. Most Underrated Wrestler of the Year. And again, one that was picked by pretty much everybody all at once. From Team Froggy Mothlegs. The Professor Poindexter, the captain of cosplay. Poindexter being
number 6.
Number 6, yeah. Most Improved Wrestler of the Year. And man, when he started improving, he took on a tear and never looked back for the last at least probably 9 months. Pretty much any time you see this wrestler, it's actually a favorite of Team Christian Cool's. I think we all love this wrestler from Team Dogface, but usually when we see him, he's always got a championship belt around his waist. People are got a bullseye painted on his back, but it is Fat Lad Mitchell Vaughn for the Most Improved Wrestler of the Year. Now here's a couple that everybody asked for that we added. This is the Archiverse Shocker of the Year. Now, the shocker of the... Now, this has been beaten, but because this was the first time that this took place, it's what stands out. And that's why, therefore, it's being added as the shocker of the year. But it is when Joe Lincoln beat the long-standing quickest match record that was set during the Archiverse 1.0 era. The OG Kurt Jordan defeated his opponent in just 12 seconds. And then many moons later, Joe Lincoln squashes that record by 3 seconds to record a 9-second victory. And if you can imagine, that's been beaten now twice by 2 people. One of them being Elijah Archer. And at this point is actually escaping my mind who the second one was.
Was it Froggy versus
Oh, was it Poindexter?
Greek God?
Yeah, I think it was when he came darting across
spear?
that was crazy. That's still one of the craziest matches to date. Like, Poindexter didn't even attempt to fight him. He just came across like a missile, like a guided missile, and just speared him right into the turnbuckle. It was fucking savage as hell. And 1, 2, 3, like, GGP was like, fuck that, I ain't moving. If he could move. But, yeah. So, and last but not least, for the Hall of Legends of 2022, the Archiverse Rookie of the Year. And again, this one was chosen pretty much immediately just because of his accomplishments. We actually refer to this person as the OG YTD Academy sensation. And that is Tyler Bronco from Team Bucket Phenoms. And he really, his career took off immediately. I mean, winning Grand Prix championship, he won the submission championship. I mean, it was really a phenomenal start to any new superstar and streamer team's career. So, congratulations to Tyler Bronco, and congratulations to all of those people, because they are all very, very, very deserving of their inductions. I'm looking forward to that show. As a matter of fact, what we've done, everybody remembers when YTD Academy first started up, we used to be we bought an old school, and we expanded and turned it into one giant gymnasium. Well, we have taken that gymnasium, and we are renovating it as we speak and turning it into the new Archiverse Hall of Legends Arena. And that arena will be used, of course, for all of our award shows, and when we have extracurricular activities like tournaments. We're going to have them at the Hall of Legends Arena. So that is under construction now, and of course will be ready, hopefully, long before, the award show, because it'd be kind of weird if we had nowhere to hold the show. We'd have to go to Glenola's house and host it there. Pretty sure his parents aren't going to enjoy that, but it would be your fault, Glenola, at the end of the day. So therefore, not my fault, your fault. But anyways, those are the people for the Hall of Legends. It's going to be a great time, and it's going to be a great show. Again, it's going to be a fun time celebrating all of those people that worked so hard from the Archiverse 1.0 up till now, and were by my side. And I know people haven't seen people like the Turret Man as often recently. He has been lurking. I can prove that by pulling up my... I can actually go into my analytics and see who actually is on my channel, who lurks, etc., etc. You can all do that. All streamers can do that. But anyways, not just that. If anybody wonders where some of my logos come from, like the brand new... You can look on the screen right now. You can see the new Archiverse Wrestle Wars Genesis logo. We have our brand new Archiverse Hall of Legends logo. Most of our logos all created by the Turret Man. This is no different. He just finished both of those new logos for me the other day. So he is there. He's just been busy with RL. He's going to be starting back up streaming soon. I'm quite excited for that. So make sure you watch for the Turret Man to go live. Can we actually get a show? Oh, no, we can't. This is not Twitch. This is YouTube. But anyways, when the Turret Man does go live, make sure you guys go and check out his content. He is such a great human being. Really, really is. He's a great variety streamer. He's entertaining as hell, and he likes to stream games like Kirby, Ninja Turtles, stuff like that. I mean, he's just a fantastic human being, so it doesn't matter what he streams. You're just going to enjoy your time there.
The one and only Mr. T.
You know what? I haven't done that in a very long time. Let me what I'll do, if Mr. T makes a live appearance at the Hall of Legends show, for the one time, I will make sure I announce his name, as he so deservingly should have it announced for the Hall of Legends.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You know.
But yeah, I mean, what about some of the matchups you guys had with the Hart Foundation early on?
Oh, damn. Always good matches.
Or even singles. I mean, one that always stands out to me, still to this day, and I'll let you tell most of it, but is when the submission match between the Wolfman and yeah.
Oh yes. Oh, another hour-long submission match that ended with a hammerlock. The Wolfman put a hammerlock on Christian Hart and made him tap.
He's not exaggerating, folks. It was a hammer. But to be fair, like we always say, I don't think it would have mattered at that point who applied the hammerlock. The other guy was tapping.
It wouldn't have mattered. You know, they could have grabbed a hold of a finger and gotten a tap at that point. Actually, they probably could have done the Three Stooges and grab the nose between the two knuckles.
Good God, just the mere thought of that.
That probably would have been enough at that point.
I mean, I don't think it would have mattered what the hold was, who was put in the hold. I just think the other person was... That was a long match, and I mean, damage retention is a real thing.
They went at it. It was not a light match. It was throwing the kitchen sink at each other, trying to get them to tap.
Not for the faint at heart.
Yeah. But that was the match that showed that the Wolfman may be a brawler, but he can definitely go technical if needed.
I think we kind of always knew he had those technical skills. I mean, some of the matchups he was in early on, if he didn't have some technical ability, he would have never made it through just on power alone, just because of who he was facing. But,
but
he's always been a very impressive individual. Never complains, just gets in the ring and goes to war. No pun intended. I don't literally mean going to war, although technically speaking.
Yeah.
War's always on the sidelines waiting. Literally. So, being the gigantic little brother of Alan Severn, which still makes me laugh to this day, I'll be honest. It really does. I'm amused.
But, just the Hart Foundation, Christian Hart, I knock Christian Hart a lot, and I, give him shit. But it's
you really do like to rib Christian Hart. But to be fair, you rib Christian Hart the very same way he ribs J Negative Gaming and the Soul Man Jay Simmons. Same.
Yeah.
Right? Same.
But there's a lot of respect there, and the Wolfman, if he couldn't face Jay Simmons in a
Luke Ballmer
for the matches of the ages, he would choose Christian Hart.
Cooners in the house. Life is Great is in the house. I think you already acknowledged that, though, didn't you? You were ahead of me on that one. Welcome in, guys. Episode number 449. And by the way, for episode number 450, there will be a brand new Wrestle Wars Genesis arena design. Completely changed. Had to be done with the new logo, and of course I just changed up Starcade. Man, it looked phenomenal. Did you like the Wolfpack Starcade arena?
Oh, awesome.
Wasn't that awesome? I was in a bit of awe when I finally saw it live and people coming out. I was like, ooh, that looks good. Yeah. So, gimme fever. I mean,
we should have all expected this tonight, because, the big 450 was supposed to be on WCW Starcade. Of course, Elijah Archer can't have that.
Oh, you blame Elijah Archer. How dare you? That is ghastly. All right, well, listen. I think it's about time we get the show on the go. We got people coming in. They want to see some wrestling matches, and we've got one hell of a card to burn the joint down tonight. So let's get things rocking and rolling, get everybody revved up, ramped up, and ready to roll. Episode number 449 live. Also happens to be episode 14 of YTD Academy live. And we're starting things off with a bang. We're going to start things off with a Legends Championship matchup. But Glenola, what do you say? Do we get things rocking and rolling?
Oh, of course.
All right, well, here we go. Without further ado, let's go. All right. So, Legends Championship matchup. Fatal four-way. Single fall wins it all. Now, remember, there's no betting lines. And actually, this is the Shark Tank. This is the land of YouTube. So, until we manage to reach affiliate here on YouTube, we don't even have the means to have a betting line. So no betting lines in the championship rounds.
Holy crap.
Holy crap, his name is Infinite Oni, not Holy Crap. Yo, Infinite Oni! Infinite Oni, I do apologize for the great Glenola referring to you as Holy Crap. I'm not really sure what his beef is tonight, but apparently...
I said that. I just happened to glance up, and I see Demolition get attacked from behind. I'm thinking, the match got very interesting.
Interesting. The whole show just got interesting because you literally just changed Infinite Oni's name from Infinite Oni to Holy Crap.
No, I was actually thinking that this first match just changed itself to a tag match.
A tag match?
I wasn't even thinking about it being the opening of the show.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
It honestly, my brain went straight to, wait a minute, this is a tag match, and Demolition's in it, and they just got attacked from behind. What the hell? You know?
Okay. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, the first match of the night, again, it is a YTD Academy Legends Championship matchup, and it is, of course, between The Undertaker, Eddie Guerrero, Taz, and, of course, the reigning, defending, undisputed Legends Champion, Double J. Jeff Jarrett putting his title on the line. You can't make a bet, but you can sound off in the chat on who you guys think is going to win this match. So without further ado, let's get these guys into the ring and rock it and roll. This is going to be a slobber knocker. What do you think, Glenola?
Have fun, Infinite Oni. And this is a hard one, but I'm going to go with Taz.
You're going with Taz? Okay, Infinite Oni, we'll see you back here in a bit. Sounds good, my friend. You're going with Taz? So the last time I bet against Jeff Jarrett, motherfucker won and retained the title. So just to say I did, I'm going to bet against him again. I'm going to go with Eddie Guerrero. Why is Jeff Jarrett winning all the time? Why, I ask? Can nobody defeat the man? Take his guitar, hit him in the head with it? I don't know, do something. But no, I'm going to go with Eddie Guerrero to step up and take that title off of Jeff Jarrett here tonight. Now remember, it is single fall wins it all. It is not an elimination matchup. But without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's go. First match of the night, YTD Academy Legends Championship matchup. Fatal four-way. Single fall wins it all. Let's go. All right, now while these guys are making their way to the ring, I have to pee. So I'm going to go pee, and you can continue telling a story about the time that the Wolfman got into the ring with Christian Hart and Kareem Key Woods, triple threat, eliminator, and I believe at the time, this is late Archerverse 1.0, it was for the then Hardcore Championship that, you know, ceases to actually exist shortly thereafter, but fantastic match. I don't know how much you remember that, but I know you probably recollect the match at least. But I will be right back.
My head, which one that is?
It's a big-time opportunity, Byron, as the title.
Yeah, I really can't remember which match that was.
Judging from the response on social media heading into this match, we're likely to see a new champ crowned here
But
tonight.
there's been so many great matches. And, you know, on the South, no, that's been 2.0, I believe. Late 2.0. I'm really not sure. And no, I'm looking now.
The challenger about to compete in a career-altering championship match. He is ready.
And introducing the challenger, representing Weapons of Mass Destruction, from Brooklyn, New York, weighing in at 275 pounds, 10!
Here we go, gentlemen. Huge title match coming up, and a huge opportunity for the champ to prove to everyone that there truly is none better in all of WWE right now.
Oh, beautiful mascot. Life.
Big matches are where this guy thrives, and competing for that title is about as
And
big
we
as
all
it
know
gets.
that Archer loves cuddle ropes.
Isn't he? I needed him, LOL.
The legend is here!
And introducing the challenger, from Death Valley, weighing in at 330 pounds, the Undertaker!
I have returned. All right.
I really didn't remember that match.
And we didn't remember the match? That was also a brutal matchup. That was actually one at one point we had considered to be. Wait. I mean, you didn't have the locker room and the parking lot, but it was a long match and it was like extremely brutal because it was also an Extreme Rules match. Extreme Rules Eliminator between the it was the Iceman, the Wolfman, and Kareem Key Woods. Kareem Key Woods ended up winning, actually.
Doesn't surprise me.
No, yeah. He won a lot back then. Joe Link!
Do recall Wolfman being in a 2 out of 3 falls match and simultaneously knocking out both his opponents.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was... Oh, my God. That was epic. Yeah, that was like a KO lockdown or something like that. I can't remember what we called it at the time, but the Wolfman grabs them both in a choke slam and slams them to the mat, and they were both knocked out, giving him the win with one shot. It was 2 birds with a stone, literally. It was crazy.
Took us like 5 minutes to figure out what exactly happened.
Yeah, it really did, because we were so stunned by the fact that the match was over with one choke, well, technically 2 choke slams, that we just were flabbergasted. So it took us a while to collect our thoughts and realize, oh, wait a minute, he knocked them both out at the same time. But I mean, what are the odds of that happening?
Yeah, and for it to count for a 2 out of 3 falls.
Right? Yeah, well, because that was both falls. It was both falls at once. That's why it was just crazy. And the fun fact of the matter here is the Wolfman actually kept getting pushed out of the match by the 2 opponents going toe to toe. And then he just eventually, after they had beat the piss out of each other, he just finally was able to get in on the action. And it just happened to be he grabbed them both in a choke slam and slammed to the mat, and that was it. They were done. KO'd, and that was the 2 out of 3 falls. Bam, 1 shot. Yeah, that was an awesome match. Was there a title on the line for that?
That I don't remember.
I can't remember either. But yeah, that was a crazy match.
You actually look at the Wolfman's title list. There's not that many of them.
No, yeah, I mean, some of the ones that were from the past aren't even in circulation. So, all right, so let's move on to our first article for the Dirt Sheets. I don't think there's a lot. to be fair, in the dirt sheets tonight. I'm just going to forewarn you ahead of time. But that's okay, because I got a couple of lists. So there's that. But here's one. WrestlingNews.co, and it's by Paul Davis. Former WWE star returning to the ring on TV for the first time in years, apparently. So several matches have been announced for NWA's Nuff Said pay-per-view, and one name on the card hasn't wrestled on TV or pay-per-view in several years. The promotion announced that Alex Riley will be wrestling against EC3. Riley will be using his real name, Kevin Kiley. Kiley wrestled a match in December for a Create Pro show. That was his first wrestling match since he was released by WWE in 2016. The 41-year-old has been outspoken about the reasons behind his WWE release, claiming that an incident with John Cena is what changed his career path in WWE. At one point, it was believed that Kiley could be someone who could ascend as a top guy on the roster, but his main roster run fizzled, and he was sent down to NXT before finally getting released. NWA Enough Said will take place at the Egypt Shrine Center in Tampa, Florida. The event will air live Saturday, February 11th on Fight TV app. Here's the card so far. NWA Junior Heavyweight Champion Kerry Morton defends against Alex Taylor. Sion defends the NWA National Heavyweight Championship against Homicide. And we have Chris Adonis versus Trevor Murdoch. I love Trevor Murdoch. I was so disappointed when he got released from WWE. Do you remember Trevor Murdoch? Did you ever see Trevor Murdoch wrestle?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was part of that. Who was his partner again? I can never remember his partner's name. But anyways, Murdoch and... Damn it, why can't we remember? Well, yeah.
Caden Murdoch.
Yeah, Caden Murdoch, yeah. Yeah, I was a big fan, so I was very disappointed in that. But so also, Camille will defend the NWA World Women's Championship against Angelina Love, and then, of course, EC3 is facing Kevin Kiley. Tyrus will defend the NWA World Heavyweight Championship against Matt Cardona, with a stipulation to be announced on the February 7th episode of NWA Power, which you can actually watch on YouTube. So that's interesting. That's a good card. I'll probably watch that, to be fair. I love NWA. I really do. And it's likely that Cardona's coming back to WWE, so you can probably bet that Tyrus defends his title there. Although, you know what would be fun? Seeing how they're allowing people to cross over, it'd be fun to watch him come over as the NWA champion before actually finally being a regular on the roster, you know what I mean? But anyways, that's just me. I don't know who else would want to see that, but oh, me too. There's another guy that should be back in the WWE. It's just
one that took a punishment and took it to a whole new level.
Yeah, very, very true.
Funkasaurus, he took that to a...
And that was a punishment. That we've talked about this before. That whole gimmick was a punishment to him, and he took that punishment. And not only did he excel, he got so over with that gimmick with the fans that it was ridiculous. Because people like you and I were watching him out there dancing and doing this jive, and we're like, man, come on, this guy could be a world champion. And that's what the whole deal was, is it was a punishment. But he took that ball and he ran with it.
Though, in part, the music helped.
It did, yeah.
I saw,
the Funkadactyls weren't terrible to watch either, I'll be honest.
But, yeah, there wasn't a physical resemblance to it by any means. But it kind of put me in mind of Ernest the Cat Miller.
Just in the nick of time.
Ernest the Cat Miller, yeah.
Coming out there, dancing, having fun, and then that bell rang.
I'd like to see him come back. I'd like to see Ernest the Cat Miller come back and manage somebody. Be like a slickster, you know what I mean? He would take that role and slaughter it. I mean, I would love to see it.
Oh, yeah.
Don't you think? Don't you think he would do well with that? I don't know. But anyways, yeah. All right, so here's another article. This is from ringsidenews.com. And it is by Summer G. Mukherjee. We've read many of his articles. So this is belief that Charlotte Flair's Hollywood plans could be behind Rhea Ripley's WrestleMania 39 match. Well, if there's anybody that can fill the boots of Charlotte Flair while she's away for a hiatus shooting a movie or a TV show, then it's going to be Rhea Ripley. You know, in the past we would say, oh, probably Becky Lynch or Bayley, but right now, with the momentum and some of the things that have transpired, the coast-to-coast victory in the Women's Royal Rumble, definitely Rhea Ripley. Definitely Rhea Ripley. But anyways, Charlotte Flair's numerous championship wins in WWE have received a mixed response from fans, which I'm still confused about, by the way. But anyways, with some criticism that she is over-featured. Nevertheless, her exceptional in-ring skills are widely acknowledged and undeniable. She is set for a huge WrestleMania 39 match, and it seems some believe that that has to do with Flair's Hollywood plans. On the December 30th episode of Friday Night SmackDown, Ronda Rousey lost the SmackDown Women's Championship to Charlotte Flair in a surprising outcome. This resulted in a controversial return for the Queen. Rhea Ripley won the Women's Royal Rumble match and earned the right to challenge for a main event title of her choosing. As seen on Raw last week, the Eradicator chose Charlotte Flair as her WrestleMania 39 opponent. While speaking on his Hall of Fame podcast, Booker T talked about the upcoming WrestleMania 39 match. Booker T stated that he believes that the match could be due to Flair's Hollywood fans. He said, and I quote, "It's got to be a master plan. It's got to be something going on as far as inside of knowledge that I have no clue or idea about, as far as I don't know." That was a weird thing to read. But anyway, Charlotte Flair might have a movie coming. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but for Rhea Ripley to call that shot against Charlotte Flair, she's got to be feeling really confident as far as, you know, what's about to happen. That's just my opinion. Charlotte, she's big money player, man.
Archer, Jeff Jarrett just tapped out.
Wow. I just noticed that the match was over. I was just going to try and see if I couldn't finish that quote before we announced the winner. But ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, and still YTD Academy Legends Champion, Double J Jeff Jarrett, still the reigning defending champion.
This match was just as chaotic as we thought it would be.
Wow, another title defense for Jeff Jarrett. That's crazy.
And, you know, he's not managing anybody as of now, but on January 19th this year, the Cat did make an appearance in TNA.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he did, yeah. Wasn't that alongside Santino Marella or something like that?
Yeah, to make a six-person tag match.
All right, we'll talk about that in a moment. All right, so here's our next match tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It is the debut of not just one of our streamer teams. Streamer team number 108, by the way. Streamer team Hazy. Their team making their debut with their superstar Bo Rogers as they face a veteran in Fandango. And it is a 1v1, one fall wins it all matchup. Who do you guys think takes this matchup? Can Bo Rogers have a successful debut against the veteran Fandango, or does Fandango do a little bit of dance on Bo Rogers and send him back to the locker room with a big L in his debut? What do you think?
I'm I'm rooting for Bo Rogers.
You're rooting for Bo Rogers? Well, me too, but
I don't really care. I don't really like the Fandango.
You are not a Fandango fan. Fandango!
To me, it felt like they tried to capture Disco Inferno.
I thought it was a combination.
They just couldn't do it.
I thought they tried to combine Ernest the Cat Miller and Disco Inferno, to be honest, a little bit there.
Didn't capture either of them.
Not exceptionally well, no. Not exceptionally well. I mean, he did okay with the gimmick, you know. And, of course, now he's in a tag team with Tyler Breeze, Breezango. Tonight, however, singles competition it is for Fandango versus the debuting Bo Rogers from Team Hazy. Let's go. All right. So that's crazy. I can't believe Jeff Jarrett with another friggin' title. It's starting to like he's
out Taz.
Right? He's going to be up there with Jake the Snake Roberts soon. I think one more title defense he ties Jake the Snake. All right, so the quote, I know, that's crazy. I'll finish that quote. So it says, Charlotte, she's a big money player, man. She's got a lot of, like, I think she's represented by William Morris Endeavors. Am I correct? Yes, yeah. So she's got a lot on her plate, I'm sure. Charlotte has a show coming out. Yeah, see what I'm saying? So, like I said, this could have a lot of implications as far as what's in store for Charlotte's future outside of wrestling. And you're always going to need that person to, step in there and, keep everything rolling. The upcoming match marks the first ever women's one-on-one rematch in WrestleMania history. In 2020, Charlotte claimed victory at the Royal Rumble and went on to defeat Ripley at WrestleMania 36 to win the NXT Championship. It remains to be seen whether Ripley will be able to seek revenge against Flair for her loss 3 years prior. But that is definitely going to be an anticipated matchup between Flair and Rhea Ripley. What do you think? Do you think so here's my thought. Here's my thought is that Charlotte Flair obviously retains that title until WrestleMania. Rhea Ripley comes in after her coast-to-coast victory in Royal Rumble, is successful in her revenge against Flair for her loss 3 years ago, and that also sets up another matchup, right? That sets up a trilogy match. And that trilogy match gets Charlotte Flair eventually that much closer to her father's record. Right? You see what I'm saying? You see where I went with that?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I think. I think Ripley wins.
I think she'll win, but not win the title.
Oh,
I think
that is you know what?
There'll be a disqualification.
Boo! That is ghastly. How dare you, sir?
Actually, and I think what's going to happen is somehow or another, Dominic is going to get her disqualified.
Joe Link says, why it says Taz is in the weapons of I don't know. And you know what? It does that from time to time. It picks a superstar and claims they're from the weapons of mass destruction. When you go in, there's nothing anywhere that suggests that. As a matter of fact, Taz is part of the Wolfpack, is he not? Did somebody claim Taz? Did you claim Taz? I thought you did, yeah.
Yeah, he's GGP's tag partner.
That's right, he's GGP's tag partner. So he's actually a part of the Wolfpack, not weapons of mass destruction to begin with. So it's weird. It is weird. Holy shit, look at the leg strikes here from Bull Rogers. Jesus Christ. I think he's using Fandango's head like a piñata. Good God, all right. Let's see what else.
I think Dominic is going to get her disqualified. I don't know how. I don't know why.
Get Rhea Ripley disqualified?
Yes. Or get Charlotte Flair disqualified. Trying to help out.
Right.
The old, Eddie, one of the things that he liked to do with, attack his tag team partner is the person he wanted to win, so that, they get screwed.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. You know, one of the funniest things I ever saw Eddie do to screw somebody was hit himself with the chair and fall to the mat, and the ref
toss him hit himself, toss him the chair.
Yeah. That was one of the greatest moments ever, in my opinion. I thought that was so slick and amusing. It was fun as hell. But anyways,
the one where he actually hit the mat.
Yeah.
Tossed the chair. Caught the chair. Hit himself in the head. It just basically reversed it on Eddie.
Yeah.
So
that was great.
Around, Eddie's holding the chair.
Oh! God damn, did you see that roundhouse kick to the head? And somehow Fandango's still in this. I have no idea how he could even see straight right now, but he is still in it to win it, apparently.
Yeah. Either disqualification or Dominic gets her counted out.
Oh, that would be ghastly.
One way or the other.
That would be ghastly.
Rhea Ripley winning the match, but not winning
what the hell is this? Joe Lincoln? What does Joe Lincoln have to do with Bull Rogers? Or does he have a beef with Fandango? What is even happening right here? Joe Link, you got some answering to do, sir. Why is the Phenom out there interrupting a matchup between the debuting Bull Rogers and Fandango? Can you explain that to us, please? We would like an answer right now from Team Joe Link. Don't you say what, you know what, you saw what, we see what, we want to know what from you what. Or something like that, what? What? Apparently he doesn't like Fandango. Apparently. That's the only answer you have for us after all of that? Apparently, Glenola, he says apparently he doesn't like Fandango. That's the only answer he has for us.
Well, not every streamer streamer manager knows
that was like
the wrestler's thinking. Not all of them.
Did you see that move by Bull Rogers? That was like a variation of the Crossroads, except for he lifted him up. He was like an elevate. Wow. We're going to call that the Rogers cutter. Whoa, 5-star frog splash. Good God, Fandango's got to be deflated with that one. And he still kicked out. Fandango still kicked out. I mean, if you're Bull Rogers, I know it's only his debut. He's probably excited, adrenaline rush, but that's got to be frustrating. That has got to be frustrating. I mean, he has been using...
Look at his face.
Look at this. He has used him like a piñata. Fun piñata. Oh, Fandango trying to make a comeback here. Anyways, I before we go on to that other and finish that discussion, I did find another article. It's WrestlingHeadlines.com. We actually covered what I'm about to talk about last week, and it was about Dragon Lee joining WWE. But so this is WrestlingHeadlines.com. And let's see, it was published by Andrew Ravens. So it says, Dragon Lee announced his decision to join WWE on December 28th at AAA's de Campeones, which is, I'm assuming, is something to do with champions. Something of champions. Night of Champions, I'm assuming. AAA Night of Champions. Does that mean Night of Champions? Do you speak Spanish? No? Okay. I'm assuming Noche de Campeones means Night of Champions. But anyways, I could be wrong. What do I know? I just work here. Anyways, at the time it was reported that Lee would report sometime in January at the Performance Center to start training. That is yet to happen. And of course, we actually talked about this, I think, during a tournament after Slammiversary 2. But so WWE would put new signees in the front row and introduce them at the odd takeover shows. Dragon Lee was someone brought up during Wrestling Observer Radio for this spot that didn't happen. Dave Meltzer stated that Lee is currently apparently dealing with visa issues right now and couldn't appear because of this. So that's the only reason he hasn't made his debut yet, is because he's having some visa issues, I guess. That's got to be shitty. You finally signed that big money contract and you can't appear because of a visa issue.
We now have an answer from Joe Link.
We have an answer from Joe Link.
Yep. For Joe Link, he had some locker room shenanigans where a prank went too far, was putting a blow-up doll with Christian Hart's face.
Oh no!
The newest member of Phenomenal Soul.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, a huge comeback, because I got to tell you, Bull Rogers literally kicked his head and ass all over that ring. Somehow Fandango makes a comeback and has defeated the debuting Bull Rogers in what was a very high-octane and exciting matchup. Great debut match, even though he somehow managed to lose. I don't know how. I really don't know how. I don't know how he lost that match. And I'm a Fandango fan. I'm not implying, because I like Fandango. You don't like Fandango. I like Fandango, but I don't know. Look at it. Fandango is bruised up, bloodied up, busted up. How the hell he come back and beat Bull Rogers? I have no fucking idea. But
I do have to step away, Archer. I'll be right back.
Yeah, no problem. All right. So, anyways, wow, Fandango with a big win over the debuting Bull Rogers. I mean, there's no way that feud's going to be over. After that matchup, as close as Bull Rogers came to taking out Fandango, that won't be the last time they step foot in the squared circle, guaranteed. All right, so we'll get to the next matchup of the evening. Here we go. All right, this matchup stems back from the other night. Sid Vicious, of course, had a bit of an entanglement, if you will, with Elijah Archer, in which Sid Vicious was given a victory over Elijah in a match that wasn't booked, wasn't supposed to happen. A bell did not ring. As a matter of fact, there was no referee to even count a fall. But somehow, after a backbreaker across the gigantic knee of one Psycho Sid Vicious, Elijah Archer was apparently deemed the loser of the match. Although it did state in the record books that Sid Vicious defeated War. So in addition to Elijah Archer attempting to get a little bit of payback here, I wish I was a fly on the wall of the Wolfpack, because I want to know what War has to say about that whole thing. I'm willing to bet that Sid Vicious will see War the Machine in the very near future. But next match of the night, ladies and gentlemen, this is a grudge match. Elijah Archer looking for payback on Psycho Sid Vicious from the other night. It is a Falls Count Anywhere matchup. Who do you guys think takes this one? But without further ado, let's get it rocking and rolling. Psycho Sid Vicious versus the one, Elijah Archer. Let's go.
Hi, John.
All right, so let's see here. I'll catch up with the chat here real quick. Infinite Oni's back. Welcome back, Infinite Oni. Did I see your new superstar claim? I can't remember if I looked at that yet today or not, but I will look. John in West Texas. Welcome in, episode number 449. Episode number 14 of YTD Academy Live. Welcome in. Oh yes, James Ellsworth. I did see that. We have yet to sign him to a contract, Infinite Oni, but we are working diligently between management teams, reaching out to try and get in touch with the people that need to be in contact with to make that happen. That is in the works, sir. It is in the works. Plus, we don't know if he's contracted elsewhere, but we'll get it all figured out. We'll get it all figured out over the next little while. All right, so let's see what else is happening with the dirt sheets here.
A guy who treats every match as if it's the biggest one of his career. He definitely plans to steal the show tonight.
So here's one from Wrestling Headlines. This is by Andrew Ravens again. If anybody knows who Hacksaw Jim Duggan is, I imagine most of you do. But anyways, Jim Duggan names WWE Hall of Famer as his favorite opponent. So during a recent ad-free show live stream, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, who was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2011, discussed a wide range of topics. This includes his favorite opponent, which was Ted DiBiase. He quotes Ted DiBiase, Duggan said, I wrestled Ted a bunch all over the place. When I came into the Mid-South, I was still green. I had only been in the business like 4 years. I didn't know anything. They put me in and Ted DiBiase and Matt Bourne together as the Rat Packs, and I started to learn the business, and I learned a lot from Ted over the years. Throughout their careers, Duggan and DiBiase shared the ring well over 100 times, both as opponents and tag team partners. So that's interesting that he names Ted DiBiase. Of course, the $1 Million Man is who he's, if anybody doesn't know who that is, if they don't know him by the name Ted DiBiase. The $1 Million Man, perhaps you might know who that is a little bit more, but
the champ planning to show his dominance in this division with an emphatic
let's see here. Here's something from WrestlingNews.co. Michael Schroot. Michelle McCool talks about the WWE Divas era being skipped over and her decision to retire in 2011. Michelle McCool, of course, The Undertaker's wife. And there, Joe Link, what do you think of the one Elijah Archer's new ink work, sir? Ooh, big forearm right to the face of Vince. Look at that, he just tossed him right by his face. Archer with some ruthless aggression here. He is fired up. He is angry. He is not happy at all about what transpired the other night. So anyways, yeah, it's The Undertaker's wife. So Michelle McCool appeared on Busted Open Radio. She went into detail on the late calls she got from WWE about appearing at or in the Women's Royal Rumble match. She said there was a little bit of uproar on the internet, which power to the people. They kept guessing if I was going to be there, and I was not lying. I was like, nope, I mean, I'll be there, but I'll be there with my daughter watching like I normally do because she loves it. It's right down the road. We planned on going anyways. My husband's show was the night before. I wasn't lying. I was like, they didn't call me. I would have loved to, obviously being in Texas, home state, whatever. So it was Thursday night, and I got a call. I'm like, seriously, 9 days before the Rumble, you're asking me to wrestle? I can't even get ring gear made. I can't get into ring shape. That's a whole different ball game, you all know. You can't be in decent shape, but ring shape is different than being in decent shape. I was like, I can't get ring gear made. The guy called me and said, just pull out some old ring gear. I'm like, no, that's kind of all when we come back is try to make a statement with your young ring gear. I was like, let me think about it. So he's like, just sleep on it. And I was like, okay, I don't know. Then I was like, my daughter, she still likes to see it every once in a while. So I said, okay, I can't get ring gear made. What if I come out of the audience? He's like, oh, I like that. I go, I can wear my Uggs and my sweatpants. He's like, yeah. So I was like, all right, good. If I get to wrestle in my sweats and Uggs, I'm in. So I took some crosses off my old gear, put them on my sweatpants, and literally that's how that happened. So I didn't lie to the people, though. On why she retired from WWE in 2011, she said, you hear about the women's evolution, and of course you hear about the Attitude Era with Trish, Lita, Jazz, Ivory, and Victoria, which were all amazing, obviously. Then our little diva era kind of just gets skipped over. We had to fight and claw. I think even on my retirement match, I think we were given 12 minutes with entrances. So probably 9 minutes of wrestling, and we thought that was a rib. Like, we're getting this much time because normally we had 2 or 3. I grew up loving the business, and when you love something so much and then you start not enjoying it as much because of whether it's obviously I married a top guy, right? So clearly I got everything because of who my husband is and not the hard work that I put in. There's that aspect of it. Then there's just all this chaos around all the time. We really were just fighting for our spot. We didn't know if we would be on TV the next week. So it was hard, but I wouldn't change it. I'm not afraid to fight. I'm not afraid to work for what I got. In fact, we were just lecturing our daughter about that, but it was hard, and it was stressful, and it broke my heart to retire. I started not liking something that I loved so much, it wasn't an overnight decision. It was like a 2-year process. I talked to Vince about it, and he's like, whatever you want to do, you've got my blessing. Whatever you want to do, you just let me know. I'm just like, I don't want to hate something that I absolutely love and adore, and that's what was happening slowly, day by day, week by week, so it wasn't an overnight decision. Still, it wasn't easy to step away. It was rough after that for a little while because you look back or you start watching and you're like, dang, I wish we had a little bit of that. I'm happy for the girls, obviously got but gosh, just a little bit would have been so nice. It makes now 1,000 times better. I've never felt more loved by the fans than when I came out on Sunday. We didn't get that. That was just super special, and I truly just appreciate that so much more because of how things worked when we were wrestling years ago. So, yeah, it's too bad. I mean, I don't know if she could get ring shape and give us a couple more years of wrestling or not. Me, personally, I would love for that to happen, and I think that would be a lot of fun, and then she could re-retire in better fashion, maybe in a manner she deserves. She would definitely become a women's champion, so I don't know. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That is all. Archer has done it. He got his payback, his revenge on Psycho Sid Vicious. So the winner of the match, the one Elijah Archer, is your victor. Big victory for Archer, world champion. Even though it was a non-title contest, as a world champion, you still don't want to lose that matchup. You know what I mean? because he's already got a target painted on his back for that world title. If he lost to Sid Vicious, that target would have seemed just a little bit bigger, don't you think? It would have seemed just a little bit bigger.
Is there any reason
A big win in the celebration
not to have a bigger target on Elijah Archer?
Yeah.
I mean, come on, Archer's always got a target.
He does. He does. And but by this, I mean, he is on a legendary run with this World Championship, though. He's already defended it, what, twice? And this is only the second time in Archerverse history that Elijah Archer's ever been champion. And again, that's all because of France with 2 L's. You know, Elijah Archer's training camp, and everybody they have Team France with 2 L's to thank for their, because they weren't even looking in the direction of the World Championship. They were still chasing down the Tag Team Championship. They were still having faction wars with some of the top guys in the Tag Team division. The Bloodline, you had the Judgment Day, you had the Natural Disasters, the Wolfpack, Weapons of Mass Destruction. I mean, they had their plate full. Targets were locked. They were ready, locked, cocked, and ready to blow. Sounds like a blonde and a good time, kind of, doesn't it? Anyways, but yeah, and then France with 2 L's swoops in and decides they'd like to see Elijah Archer enter the matchup at the time that was for the World Championship, and Archer ended up winning. And now he's on a legendary run of his career. It's crazy. Crazy. But anyways, let's move on to the next match of the night. Here we go.
Face fuchsia tongue out. Face fuchsia tongue out. Face fuchsia tongue out.
And here we go. Next match of the night is for the YTD Academy Women's Tag Team Wrestling Championship. This is a KO Tag Team Show matchup. So it is going to be very high-octane, fast-paced, and they are going to go to war. Look at the villainous vixens in this matchup. We've got Alice and Akira Blade from Team Sir Jack the Greatest, the New Millennia, former tag team champions themselves, taking on the Outlaws, former multiple-time tag team champions from Team Joe Link, Dangerous Amber Extreme, and her partner in crime, Britt Baker DMD. Then, of course, from the Wolfpack, they are the Wolfpack Gals. And in place of Tia Stevens, apparently injured in one of the last matchups, the Wolfpack Gals, replacing Tia tonight is the Diamond Ashley Marie, or the OG Diamond. She doesn't go by the Diamond these days. She is one of the Vikings, one of the Wolfpack Gals. Ashley Marie from Team AMC Me, teaming up with her partner in crime, the Viking Rose Brewer from Team Distinct Cone, and they are all looking to dethrone the reigning defending YTD Academy Women's Tag Team Wrestling Champions, the Sisters of Destruction from Team Soul Embers and Team The Disciple of Darkness. It is Annabelle and Jenny Black, the Sisters of Destruction, the reigning defending champions, putting their titles on the line. What do you think, Glenolo? I know you're probably going to tell me the Wolfpack Gals, but if the Wolfpack Gals were to be defeated in this matchup, who would you think wins this match? Should we get a tag team title retention, or do one of the other teams step up and take the titles? I don't know. What do you think?
If, and you know, I'm going with this being a big if, the Wolfpack is the winner, then I'd probably go with the Outlaws.
Going with the Outlaws? Okay.
Yeah.
For me, I think either we get a title retention, because the Sisters of Destruction, formidable champions, formidable tag team. I mean, even in singles competition, those two girls can get in that ring and go. So as a tag team unit, they're kind of scary, and they're also the champions. So there's that. But I got to go with the Outlaws as well. I think. I mean, they are already the world champions over on Wrestle Wars Genesis. They've been double tag team champions before. Nothing says they can't do it again. Though, then you have the New Millennia. They've also been in the same scenario. The Wolfpack Gals been in the same scenario. It's a real tough call. This is, you know what? If we were betting on this match, I don't even know if I could. I don't even know if I could. What, like, would you throw down? Would you, or at that point, would you just say fuck it and bet on the Wolfpack Gals? See, I don't have a team. I don't have a team in this, so I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. This is a tough match. Like, how do you make a judgment call here on that one? What do you guys think, chat? Joe Link, who would you choose if you had to bet? Why is Archer still using Lincoln's moves? I don't know. He does that from time to time. What about Bruiser Brody interfering? Bruiser Brody is a savage. Who the hell wants to do anything about anything Bruiser Brody does? Hey, wait a minute. Did we ever determine, I forget if we ever talked about it in Archerverse Past, but is there a correlation between Bruiser Brody, and I'm going to say it, hopefully that doesn't end up with a return of, but I'll say it real fast, little, so it's just, let's just leave the Brody. Do you think there's a correlation there between a Brody of the past and Bruiser Brody? Did we ever discuss that? I can't remember.
I chose to ignore the fact of the existence of that other Brody.
Oh, he was disgusting, wasn't he? He was grotesque and foul. Now here comes the Blades, the mother-daughter duo, the new millennia. Alice and Akira Blade, former World Tag Team Champions, former YTD Academy Grand Prix Tag Team Wrestling Champions. Alice Blade, a former WCW Junior World Champion. That championship now being held by Team Infinite Oni and January, who is a dominant presence right now in the women's division. By God. And of course the WCW Junior World Championship is a very pivotal championship for the women in WCW, because if you can't get your hands on one of the pure wrestling championships, as either a member of the male roster or the female roster, for the women, that WCW Junior World Championship is going to become a stepping stone, is going to become a staple of the division. And it is on fire right now. January just defended the title again for Team Infinite Oni. But Alice Blade, a former holder of that title, of course it was formerly called the Battle Royale Championship, since rebranded as the Junior World Championship.
Hi, Honeybee.
Yo, Honeybee! The Triple Crown Champion in the house.
Honeybee.
What's going on, Honeybee? Glad you're here.
The WWE Universe on their feet.
Another amazing member of our community.
Hi, Honeybee.
Glittle and I talk about this all the time, but we're so blessed to have such a great community. Everybody that supports us, not just over in the Land of Purple on Twitch, but here over at the Shark Tank on YouTube. You guys are phenomenal, you know what I mean? I mean, how many streamers can say that, they've built a community on Twitch, and those same community members enjoy their community, enjoy their show so much that they've decided to go over and watch it over at the Shark Tank on YouTube, even though we don't have the same interaction capabilities as we do on Twitch, but you still come, watch the show, enjoy the show, have great conversations with a bunch of great people. It just is a testament to how great you guys all really are. Am I wrong, Little?
No, you're not.
Yo, Punisher!
At all, Archer. This is an awesome
Sneaking
community.
in from the shadows.
I said hi to Punisher 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, I was busy talking, so you know how it goes. Hey, how dare you, sir? That's right, boo the man. How dare you all sitting?
Oh, see, boo that man.
Boo that man.
YouTube. He knows we can't shut him up on YouTube.
Right? Because that would have been an AKO.
Right in the mouth.
Right in the mouth. Out of nowhere. You just missed Archer actually getting some revenge on Psycho Sid from the other night.
I did not. I actually watched.
Oh, you were here for that? Okay, yeah, that was.
I was.
Yeah, he was here when I got back.
I was kind of wondering why Bruiser Brody has an issue with Elijah, but then again, I realized it was, Elijah, so I just kind of went with it.
Yeah. I don't know what the hell is with Bruiser Brody either. I mean, well, to be fair, Bruiser Brody is Psycho Sid's partner. I mean, they're part of the faction, the Natural Disasters, but still, since when does Psycho Sid have people intervening in matches for him? You know what I mean? It was like, what the fuck is even happening right now? Get the hell out of here.
He just wanted to make sure he wasn't going on the top rope again, that's all.
At the pandemonium in that ring. That ref has got a lot of balls. I would be, you know what, I'll be honest, I would referee that shit from outside the ring.
So Psycho Sid should get disqualified for somebody getting near the match.
For somebody getting good. Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, that's happened to the Wolfman before with Psycho Sid. Because so a lot of people don't know. Okay, you go ahead.
The Psycho Sid picked Wolfman up off the floor to help him back into the ring during a tag team match. They were part of the same faction. And Wolfman got disqualified.
The fuck?
Yeah.
Literally. We have no idea what, like...
Mankind and Wolfman were the tag team in the match. Psycho Sid's at ringside.
Somebody most
Got
definitely.
thrown over the rope.
The referee was in somebody's pocket.
And Psycho Sid picked Wolfman up to let him get back in the ring. And they lost by disqualification.
Yeah.
That's some horse shit.
Yeah, you think? You think? We were like, what in the fuck just happened?
There was an accident in catering where a referee slipped on something and went through a table.
That would be Glenola. He's always doing vile things while we're on the broadcast. You just have to kind of ignore it. Listen, it's better than, when Froggy's here, he fills the room with very foul-smelling gases.
Yo, what's going on with your images tonight?
Yeah, they're flickering on that. It's like an LED, the new LED barricade being tested out.
Did management not pay the cable bill, or is that what's happening?
That is likely what is going on.
Sorry, kind of distracted. But continue to plug your thing.
Yeah. I wasn't saying anything.
You were?
No. Nope, but I'm going to, because I have another article.
Ooh, which one?
Yeah, so this is by WrestlingNews.co, Andrew Ravens, and it says, Randy Orton, it looks happy and jacked in a recent photo. I mean, Randy Orton always looks jacked, that's not really news. But anyways, Randy Orton is staying in good shape and spirits while on hiatus from WWE due to an injury. Orton's last match happened when he teamed up with Matt Riddle to drop the Raw Tag Team titles to the Usos in a winner-takes-all match on SmackDown in May 2022. The initial belief was that Orton would take some time off to let a back injury heal up and he would return to turn on Riddle, leading to a feud. However, the injury was much worse than expected. Orton underwent lower back fusion surgery last November, and there's still no timeline for his return. Although it has been said that to be a lot of concern regarding his WWE career among those in WWE. For now, Orton seems happy with his life, and of course, it shows a picture of him flexing, and he does look jacked.
More than it usually is?
Yeah, I would say he definitely. Yeah, if you go to WrestlingNews.co and find the article and scroll down, you will find the picture of him posing with a couple of fans.
I had someone ask me about Orton yesterday. You think he's going to think about retiring?
I think if he does, he comes back and has a last run first. Even then, does he step away or does he just find another role in the company? I mean, who wouldn't want to see the Viper as the Raw GM or something? Could you imagine?
That would be mayhem.
Fuck yeah, that would be. That'd be great. Alright, so here's another article. It would be. WrestlingNews.co. By the way, feel free to find an article of your own if you wish, or find the list for later. I don't care. I'm just reading them as I go. But this is from WrestlingNews.co. Andrew Ravens. Bray Wyatt wears Uncle Howdy mask during entrance at WWE live event. So Bray Wyatt did something special at Saturday's WWE House Show in Columbus for his entrance, as his relationship with Uncle Howdy continues to build. The Uncle Howdy character has been used more and more on WWE television in recent weeks, as he has been spotted during segments with Wyatt and Alexa Bliss. Uncle Howdy emerged shortly after Wyatt's return to WWE in October 2022. At the Royal Rumble, Uncle Howdy jumped off of a platform onto LA Knight who lost to Wyatt in a pitch black match, and pyro went off to make it seem like a fire pit. Now Wyatt made his entrance, it says as seen below, you can't see it unless you're actually looking at the article, but Wyatt made his entrance wearing the Uncle Howdy mask at the house show. Yeah, so I mean, I'm intrigued by all of that, so I think it's fun watching it play out, but it'll be interesting to see. The only thing I didn't like was, as far as I'm concerned, they did LA Knight dirty in that match. I understand having LA Knight lose the match, but not to. I mean, he lost pretty convincingly. I don't think that was necessary, but I mean, it wasn't a very long match. And at the end of the day, I didn't really. I was an interesting concept, but it didn't play out well. The pitch black match, I don't know. If they're gonna do it again, they're gonna have to do something differently. For me personally. Just didn't enjoy it that much. Did you guys like the pitch black match?
I didn't see it.
You didn't see it?
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of fell asleep like halfway through the Royal Rumble. I didn't enjoy it that much at all.
Yeah, no, me neither. Yeah, I just didn't. There's nothing really to add to that. I just didn't.
I just don't think there's anything that was really memorable. Other than like Sami Zayn, but everybody knew that was going to happen regardless, so it's not really a surprise.
And other than that, I don't see a lot of extra really interesting information in the dirt sheets. What? Oh my god, I have to read this. I lied, by the way.
Ask me if I'm surprised.
Well, you'll find out why I have to in a minute. I mean, so ringsidenews.com, Felix Upton. Lacey Evans claps back after a fan calls her baby ugly. Who the fuck is that fan?
See,
I want. That is yeah. Stupid. Like, how fucking dare you? You know what I mean?
Yes. I don't understand everyone's hate with Lacey Evans. I don't. I will never figure it out. I've seen her live. I've seen her do, with her Southern Belle gimmick. I've seen her on TV. And they're trying. It's like rebranding her every 6 months, and I don't get it.
Yeah. So anyways, this isn't about her gimmick or her as a wrestling career. This is about a fan calling her baby ugly. Like, literally.
I mean, it's fucked up.
I will say this,
so,
in defense, I have seen one ugly baby. Not one in 47 years.
Yeah, but you go on social media and proclaim that?
No.
Yeah, so anyways, Lacey Evans might be a heel on WWE television as her character sees yet another change, as Punisher was just talking about. But she's also a married family woman in real life, the former U.S. Marine, by the way. Was a mother prior to entering WWE, but she also took a hiatus in recent memory to have her second child. The baby is the subject of this story because the lady of WWE had something to say about a savage fan calling her baby ugly. Lacey Evans is pretty smart. She actually might be worth a follow for her do-it-at-home tips and tricks. She posted a photo of her baby in the stroller, and a phone cord was also in play to hold the car seat in place. Says, found free stroller on the side of the road, car seat don't fit, but I have an old phone cord so it actually does fit after all. Follow me for more tricks. Lacey Evans received a slew of positive remarks for her ingenious way to save $1. She might make good money as a WWE superstar, but Lacey Evans is smart with her money. The one fan had to reply and attempt to ruin everybody's good fun. One ugly baby. Lacey Evans didn't let that bother her at all. She fired back to let her hater know that his apparently was a man, even, for fuck's sakes. A fucking man, of course it was. His hateful words aren't going to get to her. Of course, she also picked a rather mocking way to go about making her point. She said, all of the hate I get, the threats, the letters, this toxic. I'm so heartbroken. I don't know what I'm going to do. We'll have to see if any more trolls try to take a shot at Lacey Evans. If anything, she certainly proved her point in this instance. And if you go to ringsidenews.com, you can actually see a picture of Lacey Evans' baby in the stroller. Yeah, I don't know.
What's the point of doing that? I don't get it.
I don't get it either. Like, it had nothing to do with it. Oh, okay, the baby was in the stroller, was a picture added. But why bother attacking a little baby?
Because he has no nuts.
Right? Exactly, because he's got no nuts. You know?
Keyboard fucking warrior, that's what it is.
Keyboard warrior, exactly.
15 minutes of fame.
It's just crazy. Doesn't make any sense. It's crazy.
I don't get it.
No, me neither. See, I had to read that anyways, but...
Look, I might have one for you if I haven't heard of it yet.
Okay.
Zilla for 2, Umaga's son hopes to get off parole this year and start pro wrestling training.
She's got the whole WWE.
Interesting.
What he's on parole for. Muscle Man McDonald recently interviewed Zilla for 2, the son of Umaga.
Oh, yeah.
Chu just signed up with Liberty's Reality of Wrestling School in December to kick off his journey into pro wrestling. To be honest, when I was in prison, I really didn't have it on my mind when I came home, saw fame on top of business, think why not? Of course, you saw your family on top, you want to go there.
Yeah.
Don't know if you know or anybody else knows, but my dad didn't want none of us to do wrestling at all, so that was kind of a hard thing going against my dad's wishes. Well, I mean, like, here's what it is.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, do you see another, like, in the matter of a year, if we're going to continue this whole bloodline thing?
I mean...
Do you see, ZF2 taking that position, and maybe since Jay walked away, maybe fill it with him somewhere down the line?
Could end up being a backup plan. I mean, he's good. He looks just like his father. We know this.
Very much so.
Yeah. Like, if he gained a bit of weight and dyed his hair black, that would be eerily creepy, kind of. I'll be honest. It would be. He would look just like him. Now, mind you, it's hard to do that these days because WWE wants everybody to stay in shape, and it's harder for big men these days to do that. But, in this day and age, even Yokozuna would have been forced to lose weight.
They were trying to force Yokozuna to force weight back then anyway.
Yeah, I know.
Trying to kid.
Yeah, exactly. But today, that would have been either enforced or he would have been released type of thing. You can be huge, but you got to be in very good shape. You got to pass a lot of extensive testing. Like it was, for instance, it was probably really hard for Big Show his entire career.
But quite honestly, you aren't like as big as a second as Yokozuna was. You think they would actually get rid of him for?
Yeah, see, there's that too, right? And Yokozuna's part of wrestling royalty, so I guess he doesn't count. But
I mean, you can say what you say about him. Don't get me wrong. I think he's just a man within himself, and everybody knew that his health issues.
Just to interject quick, we are now down to the New Millennia and Dangerous Amber Extreme. Wow! Not anymore! Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of the match and new YTD Academy Tag Team Wrestling Champions from Team Sir Jack the Greatest. It is the mother-daughter duo, Alice and Akira Blade. They are the New Millennia, and they are your new Tag Team Champions. Wow, congratulations to Sir Jack the Greatest, and of course the New Millennia. Fantastique. Alright, so I'll wait till I get into the next match, but I got a little bit of information on WWE 2K23. And by the way, this alone is the reason I want, unless it's gifted to the Archerverse like 2K22 was, which is a possibility. Somebody might do that again for us. You never know. But This is the main reason, one of the main reasons I will not buy 2K23 with my own money immediately, and it's going to go through at least 60 to 90 days, at least, of torture, I guarantee it. But I'll get to the next. I'm telling you, man, as soon as you hear it, because anytime there's a change to a certain mode of any 2K wrestling game, it is hell to pay for. And it doesn't matter how much they supposedly test it. I want to know how much testing they actually do. How the hell did they not find half of the... If they actually test their game, how do they not get these problems? Because as soon as we launch, we get them. So how the hell, if they're actually testing these games... What are they doing, playing exhibition mode the whole time?
Of course.
You know what I mean? They are not testing the games. They are not. But anyways, because if they were... Now, to be fair... The other side of the coin is people like myself, content creators that are utilizing the game engine to create a show and create content. We really, really do push the game to its limits. Even though it's meant to do what we're doing, we really push the limits on images and created content and downloaded content and all that. So we are adding to the problem, but hell, they give us the option, and we want to utilize that. So just test it and work it, and then release it, you fucks. But anyway, was that over the top? I don't know. I don't even know.
No,
who the fuck just booed me?
I'm just
is
waiting.
Froggy Mothlegs here?
that man.
Who did that? Anyways, that is not funny, by the way. If it is Froggy, we'll know because it'll start to stink up in here. So Froggy Mothlegs, I don't know how familiar you are with Froggy Mothlegs. I know you know who he is, but he thinks flatulence. I mean, he thinks it's funny, man. Like he still finds it funny to sit in the bathtub, fart and sniff bubbles, type thing, and giggles. So
Flatulence isn't funny?
It's not funny.
Since when?
It is disgusting.
I gotta disagree with you.
Y'all think farts are funny.
Can
Why am I not surprised?
Why
am I not surprised?
Based on the situation, oh yeah. An unexpected fart could make an even most tense moment fantastic.
Oh, good God.
No, honestly, Archer, you're sitting at a wedding, and everything's so solemn.
A wedding.
All of a sudden, the bride rips one. You tell me that ain't funny?
Oh my God. All right, before we continue this very pleasant conversation.
Like what's wrong? I trusted a fart and something else came out. That shit is funny.
Before we continue this very pleasant conversation, the next match of the night is for the Pure Wrestling Championship. Of course, for those that are new to the Archiverse, the Pure Wrestling Championship, when one gives you the opportunity to challenge any champion on either Starrcade, YTD Academy, or Wrestle Wars Genesis. So it is a contendership championship. It is very sought after, highly prestigious. Tonight, we've got some big leaguers going after this title. We've got Taylor Jones. We've got Kyle Riley. Actually, that's Mnemonics, I think. We have Big Bubba Bruno from Team Soul Embers. We've got the Judge, former Submission Wrestling Champion. We have Joe Lincoln, former TB Champion, former Tag Team Champion, and, of course, the reigning defending champion, Jalen Wilson, who at one time was actually a double champion. He was holding the Junior Wrestling Championship and the Submission Wrestling Championship. Now, the Pure Wrestling Champion, putting his title on the line. What do you guys think? Who walks out the winner of this championship belt?
Kyle Riley.
You think Kyle Riley wins it?
I think he's going to get his title back.
Anybody but Bubba.
Anybody but Bubba. Actually, I'm trying to think. No, that's not Mnemonics. It is Taylor Jones. They have a very similar look, so I get confused sometimes. But now that I look again, I see the nose ring, and there's lack of tattoos too. So that's Taylor Jones, not Mnemonics. Mnemonics is on the card tonight, though. However, so you know what? Just to say I did, just because he's been on a bit of a tear lately, I got to go with Big Bubba Bruno here. I'm going to go with either Bruno. Okay, I'm going to go with either Bruno or Joe Lincoln. That's who my two picks are. Hey, listen, I'm not making a bet. I don't have to pick one. I don't have to pick one.
I'm going with Kyle Riley.
Uh-oh, here we go.
But I'm kind of thinking along the lines of Joe Lincoln.
All right, so you're Riley and Lincoln. And what about you, Punisher? You may as well get your second pick here, too.
I you know what, honestly, my statement stands. Anybody
Your statement stands. Anybody but Bubba. Nice. No love for Big Bubba Bruno tonight.
Well, you know, I called him out once or twice, and I still haven't gotten any match with him.
He is a very busy man, but you would think he would step up and fight and accept a challenge, though. That is kind of, you know. Yes, thank you. Exactly. Right on cue. That was, you're right. He should accept the challenge. He should accept the challenge. Of course, Gabriel Graves yet to make his re-debut, though. Yet to make his re-debut. We have not seen the new and improved Gabriel Graves. Where is he? Is he training? Is he at the Performance Center? He's hiding from YTD Academy.
I don't know, management. Where is he?
You're his management team. You're just talking to yourself. What are you, Jesus? You're talking to your... I don't know what's going on here.
I'm glad you put me in that spectrum, but no.
Well, after all, you know, we did at one point have a second coming, and the second coming of the Archverse definitely greater than the second coming of Jesus. You want to know why?
Sure.
Because we actually happened. Our second coming happened. Woo!
I agree, baby. Sorry for all the believers.
Hey, it is not... Hey, the hell with the believers. You want to know why? It is not our fault Jesus has not come back yet. Is it our fault? It is not. Did the Archivers come back like they said they would? Absolutely. Rocking and rolling. The very best in fantasy wrestling excellence, bar none, period. Where is Jesus? He is still chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool. Probably playing some b-ball outside of some school.
And never misses.
Never misses. Which is cheating, by the way. That is cheating. He should not be allowed to play sports. Well, really. That is not right. That is not right. But anyways, I do have another article. I didn't think I did, but I do. But this is about 2K23, so I thought it'd be interesting. Again, this is going to be the reason, one of the reasons I don't buy the game right away. I know there's a lot of people that just have to have that new game, and I'm okay with that. I don't care. There's always those people, but I am cheap. And I don't like to waste my money. And if I buy the game right away, and just like the last 2 games they've released, you don't get to play it for its full, get the full use of the game for the first 3 months, 4 months. That to me is a waste of money, and it pisses me off. So, that said, this again is is it Nikunj Walia is the publisher of this article from ringsidenews.com. And again, it is WWE 2K23 players will have an insane amount of control in WWE Universe mode. Again, what happened the last couple times? They gave us extra things in Universe mode. They either had to take some of them out, or it became non-playable because of so many glitches for months. Before they, in those months, they didn't even fix it right away because they were too busy pissing around with the Supercard mode and the GM mode. You know, they danced around and left us Universe mode lovers high and dry until about month 4, I think it was. But anyways, so WWE 2K developers made the gaming world explode with the recent announcement of launching their next installment titled WWE 2K23. Not only is this is looking to be a highly exceptional addition to the video game series, but John Cena being on the cover star had already pumped the fans to be excited about the game launch this year. Moreover, developers are also elaborated on their new improvements to the WWE Universe mode recently. The WWE Universe mode is Wrestling Game Season mode and is equivalent to Season's gameplay found in other sports games. The mode allows players to create shows and superstars, battle through legends and stars, and win championships and accolades. Over the last few years, the Universe mode has undergone a lot of changes. Yes, it did. And again, what happened? Anyway, lots of changes. It has allowed gamers to assume more control and mold the version of the gameplay as per their vision for the WWE Universe. WWE 2K23 will see a new change in game mode. The players will now have full control over the cutscenes and even book them before matches take place to have complete access to the direction of ongoing storyline. WWE 2K23's creative director Lionel Jinks and associate gameplay producer Brian Williams revealed the details. They further elaborated on the cutscenes control during a recent interview with Screen Rant. The quote, "With Universe, there's some huge improvements that we made here to help tell the story and give users even more control than they've already had," which is crazy to think about, said Jinx. You can have actions that you want with certain superstars to perform before a match. Like, okay, I want Bobby Lashley to shake hands with MVP before the match, but at the last second I wanted to just punch him. Like those actions that you can actually assign to that match and watch those cutscenes play out and see how that kind of dictates to the rivalry. The developers concluded by saying the amount of control on cutscenes in the Universe mode that WWE 2K gamers will have in this installment will be insane. Lionel mentioned it earlier when he was talking about Universe, but I was playing with it. I was playing with the game over the past weekend, and I even reached out to our Universe designer. Him and those guys have done a tremendous job on Universe this year. The ability, because cutscenes have always been prevalent in the Universe and telling those stories within the mode, said Williams this year having the ability to be the ultimate puppet master, where, like Lionel described, being able to scroll through a list of available actions that you want your superstar to do, whether it's to be respectful at the start of the match or disrespectful at the end. The level of control that the players will have in the Universe this year is something that I don't think they are expecting. He adds, I mean, Universe already is about control and being able to manipulate everything, but this new layer of being able to actually now set and direct certain actions and events to happen, I think for me it's a game changer for the mode, and I'm excited for the fans of this mode to get their hands on it, because I think that one of those content creators who like to stream the game, they are going to have a field day with this. I think that the fact that it all works beautifully as it does, I think that is something that is really going to surprise a lot of people, and I'm really excited about that. Well, seeing how they're starting to finally acknowledge people like to stream this game and use Universe mode for that, maybe they'll do a better job of staying on top of any problems they have with it. In addition to that, maybe we'll, seeing how they're, again, acknowledging that we like to stream the fucking wrestling game, maybe they'll finally do something about exempting wrestling games from the stupid disclaimer acts and the muting of the music that, you know, is part of the game that you give us to play. You knew we were going to stream it. You know, nobody is stealing a remix of a song used for an entrance theme for a fucking wrestler. Let us have our entrance music for our goddamn wrestlers when we're streaming your fucking game while advertising your fucking company on our fucking channels while we're trying to grow our fucking community. You fuckers. That's a lot of fucks.
No fucks to give here.
No fucks to give here. They've all been given out. All been given out. But anyways, yeah, so it says he's really excited about that. So the video game would include the War Games match, which I'm also I am excited about that. And I hope the Fight Pit is in it. Do you think it was too late for the Fight Pit? Did the Fight Pit come after they probably already started developing that? Probably. What do you think? The Fight Pit gets added or no? Not this game.
I think maybe in an update if they try and use it.
Maybe in an update, okay. War Games is in for the first time in video game history. Furthermore, WWE 2K23 will be available to the general public on Friday, March 17th. With the buzz surrounding the launch of the game alongside new and improved features, it can surely be one of the most successful installments in 2K history. Alright, so, that said, what do you guys think? What are your expectations for 2K23? Go.
Honestly, with everything I've read so far, especially with all the pre-orders and everything else, because I'm one of those guys that has to have the game on launch. It's just my thing. I think it's going to be a lot like NBA 2K, to where it's going to be more micro-friendly. I think it's going to be more focused on the My faction than anything else. Just because of everything that they're going to do, they're playing with it. That's how they make their money. Like, if anybody were to sit and put, do Universe like me and you and everyone else does, they're not going to make any kind of money. Now, if they're doing something like WWE Supercard or anything else like that, something that's different, and now they've updated My faction to where those cards will be playable online, where you're facing other players. You're going to have more players spending more money to get the best card because they're not going to want to lose online and look like jackasses or whatever.
Fair.
So, I think 2K is doing the 2K thing. It's what 2K has done for years on end, and they're going to do everything they possibly can to suck everyone's money with very little product. It happens with 2K games every year. I mean, like NBA 2K, any kind of game that 2K comes out with, even on phones and shit like that, there's always micro, fundings or whatever you want to call it that everyone's going to spend money on. It's honestly, it's marketing genius, but it's just what it's going to. We just got to accept it for what it's going to be now. Is adding different matches into it going to be a different set of pace, especially with war games? Yes. I think that they listened on that from the spectrum of putting different match types into it, whether it be just one or maybe two match types. Okay, they're going in the right direction, but at what point are they actually going to listen to the whole community, change the game really completely, give it an overhaul, and then see how it goes there? Stop focusing really on the stuff that people really don't want, like the micromanage or the My faction. Nobody asked for My faction. I think it's a stupid concept, really. I don't get it. We want 16 different variations of the same superstar that isn't like Universe or stuff like that. They're just different rankings and different photos of the superstar.
I agree. I 100% agree. And stop putting old versions of our favorite legends in the fucking game, please. We didn't want Triple H ready to retire. We wanted the game Triple H in the game. We didn't want HBK part of Reunion DX where he had his hair chopped off and looked like a shell of his former self. We want HBK Shawn Michaels DX in there. Come on. Don't do that kind of crap. That is just complete bullshit. Before we go further, and we're going to keep talking about this because this is a very interesting conversation, and feel free to discuss some stuff. I must use the facilities, and I'm a little bit thirsty, so I'm going to be taking just a brief break. I'll be right back. But you've got the great Granola. Keep talking about this. Is very interesting. So, Darth Granola using the horse. The Clinalians are not welcome at YTD Academy. They're savage little bastards. They are not welcome. Anyways, Punisher.
I can go on a soapbox for this for days. And fuck you!
All right, so I'll be right back.
I agree. I think when it comes to the alternate attires, they went to the right direction of being able to make alternate attires downloadable, and instead of them making a spot into like your created wrestlers or whatever, they automatically go into that superstar, which I think is great. It's a step in the right direction. Things need to go that way. But with me, I'm a big universe person. I'm a big universe nerd. They need to do things like given the option of us to be able to, walk backstage, do interviews, do promos. That makes sense. Because I couldn't tell you how many 2K games I have played to where they come out, they do their promos, and then it's absolutely straight up garbage, and the promos don't make any sense. And I'm a go-to on the legend selection too. I mean, like, put the legends, like put new legends in there, or add more, like go it's like what Mortal Kombat does. Mortal Kombat put in a system to see who gets chosen and stuff like that. Like, they have an actual database of who the most popular characters are in that game, and then they continue to move forward every 4 or 5 years, and then they add those characters to the game. Why? Because they're the most played. They're the most people that everybody wants to see. Now, same thing could be set in the 2K universe. Not everybody wants to play as, I don't know, Fandango or anyone else like that. Yeah, I understand that they have a contract and they're part of the business. But what impact? Who actually plays with these people? It's just, at least to me, it is 100% waste of a spot where you can put somewhere else. I mean, like, instead of like 16 versions of Triple H or 16 versions of Undertaker or Kane or whatever when they have you, put more legends in there. I promise you the game will get better and will sell more if everybody sees that there's a huge roster. Now, am I saying make it something like, you know, Legends of Wrestling or anything else like that? No. Why? Because that's its own little game, its own little play style. But if you were to sit and put more Legends into 2K and make it to where we can, us universe creators and YouTubers or Twitchers or whoever streams this game can actually utilize those spots for people in the communities, I just personally think that the game would just blow up. And you wouldn't have so many, you know, crashes within the game because you're not worried about how many images you can have in order to make the game run so smoothly. It shouldn't be that way. That or 1 year, have the creators of 2K just, I know it's never going to happen, but lay off of NBA 2K for a little bit. Like, I'm not sure if WWE has a more viewer base than the NBA. By all means, anybody in the chat could dispute me on this one. But I don't think so. I think there are more wrestling fans than there are NBA fans. And I just think they need to focus more on the wrestling aspect of it, or really the product is eventually going to die no matter how many updates you put into it.
Makes the cover. New champion.
And that's my soapbox. And no, Big Bug, no. Oh, Bubba Bruno.
Falls Count Anywhere matches never disappoint, but this one might go down in the annals of the WWE.
That is it. That is all, ladies and gentlemen. That is your winner, Big Bubba Bruno. As you can tell, I'm as bad and excited as a fucking worm on a hot Sunday afternoon, not ready to go into a prom.
King Big Bubba Bruno.
Boo! Boo this
All
man!
right, I have returned for a slight moment. I was notified that Big Bubba Bruno has just ended the match and became the new Pure Wrestling Champion. Congratulations to Team Soul Embers. And, of course, the Weapons of Mass Destruction and Big Bubba Bruno. Big victory, picking up the Pure Wrestling Championship. I mean, that is huge. That is another championship for the Weapons of Mass Destruction. I mean, they just keep collecting the trophies to add to their wall. I'm telling you, it is crazy. So, unfortunately, Punisher, much to your dismay, Big Bubba Bruno, victorious, sir.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
No, don't be sorry. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, well, what do you do? All right, next match of the night. This is going to be a brutal matchup. This is for the YTD Academy European Wrestling Championship. Mitchell Fat Lad Vaughn taking on a member of his own faction. It's always good to see that factions are willing to go to war against one another because, I mean, they could simply, you know, avoid fighting one another. It's happened. I mean, there's lots of factions. If you think about it, lots of factions never went to war together, never went to battle, never fought each other in the ring. Fat Lad, Tony Stone, tossing the faction, the Brotherhood, out the window for the night, and they're going to go to battle over the European Wrestling Championship. But this is a Crimson Lockdown. This is going to be high-octane, fast-paced. It could end in the blink of an eye, so don't turn your head away. What do you think, Fat Lad or Tony Stone? Who wins this match?
You know what? I'm going to go Tony Stone.
You going Tony Stone? Retention. Punisher says Tony Stone is going to retain the European Wrestling Championship. Glenola is not able to answer right now, but I'm going to guess he would side with Fat Lad. That is just a guess, though. Just a guess. We'll have to ask him later when he returns. All right, here we go. YTD Academy European Wrestling Championship on the line. It is Fat Lad Mitchell Vaughn from Team Dogface. Take it on. Member of his own faction, Weapons of Mass Destruction's own, Tony Stone. Let's go.
I think I am.
All right, and I will be right back. My coffee was just about done, and I had to scoot back to, well, to report your misery.
Yeah, thanks.
Report your misery. All right, I'll be right back.
Misery. It's great.
The following champion versus champion contest is a steel cage match. It is for the European Wrestling Championship. Introducing the challenger, representing Weapons of Mass Destruction from Birmingham, England, weighing in at 243 pounds, Mitchell the Sean.
Ladies and gentlemen, as a reminder, the championship is on the line here tonight. And in looking at the opposition, I can say that the champion will have quite the hill to climb in this one.
Well, here's a little topic of discussion. I'm not sure if Archer's touched on it yet.
Just catching my breath before I unmute.
What do you guys think of Bayley's little rib to Becky Lynch with the whole only reason Seth Rollins married her and all that fun jazz? You think Bayley crossed the line?
All right, I have returned with the hot beverage that quenches thirst. Fantastic, it really is.
Yo, Lone Wolf, you need to go back and hear that promo from Bayley to Becky Lynch. That was insane. That made my jaw hit the floor, and
Which
that's
one?
not easy to do. I'm not even sure why it made live TV. But whenever she said the only reason that Seth Rollins married her was because she got knocked up.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Shotgun wedding. Proclaimed.
Oh yeah, that I heard that.
Shots fired.
Oh, that was like I'm with Joe Link. That was an extremely personal promo. And if you haven't heard it yet, it would be nice to go back and, you know, take a listen, because you'll be like, what the fuck? Yes, very much so. Pretty much heating up the rivalry between, you know, Bayley and Becky, telling Bayley that her jealousy of Becky came 10 years ago when they were in NXT.
I think I vaguely remember that now.
And Bayley went on a tirade of saying, you know, like, she's not good enough, and she's only gotten her spot because of Seth Rollins, and the only reason Seth Rollins stuck around is because she got knocked up.
Brutal.
Oh my God.
There's been a lot of crazy things said through interviews and vignettes lately, don't you think? Like even even Rollins calling CM Punk a cancer. I mean, it was hilarious. It was like, and he was completely legit.
CM Punk.
There's actually an article by RingsideNews.com. It was published by Summer G. Mukherjee, and it says Matt Hardy laughed out loud when Seth Rollins called CM Punk a cancer. It says Seth Rollins has achieved great success in WWE, clinching numerous world championship titles and engaging in iconic rivalries with some of the industry's top performers. Despite this, Rollins is known for his fearless candor and is never shy to voice his opinions. In fact, Rollins called Punk a cancer, and Matt Hardy ended up laughing out loud when that happened. CM Punk's tenure in WWE came to a sudden halt in 2014 following the Royal Rumble, as he walked out due to dissatisfaction with the company. He didn't step foot inside a wrestling ring for 7 years until his much anticipated debut in AEW in 2021. And to this day, many fans still debate whether CM Punk was justified in his departure from WWE and the subsequent remarks he made. Additionally, after his involvement with AEW All Out immediately last year, Punk has become a controversial figure and is widely unpopular among fans. Seth Rollins also called CM Punk a cancer during Royal Rumble weekend, which led to a lot of discussion as well. While speaking on Extreme Life of Matt Hardy podcast, Hardy revealed that he ended up laughing out loud when Rollins called Punk a cancer. He said in this, a quote, "He especially won me over just because of his comments on Punk the other day. I popped huge when I saw that. I was laughing out loud. Very funny stuff." Seth Rollins also spoke his true feelings when he called CM Punk a cancer. Triple H was also strongly warned against signing CM Punk. Regardless, we'll have to wait and see what happens with CM Punk in the end. So, I don't know.
So here's my question. Now that Seth Rollins is taking digs and stuff like that, do you think we see a surprise little thing in WrestleMania?
That's what I was starting to wonder. Is like, are we now going to have to worry about watching Punk drop another ghastly pipe bomb? I mean, it's just...
I'm not so much worried about the pipe bomb. I mean, like I enjoy it when he does. I mean, that's just me. I know a lot of people find him overrated and stuff like that, and
I think he is definitely overrated. My problem is he going to be worth the money they're going to spend on him? Because he'll come with a very big price tag. And there's a lot of different ways they could utilize that money, by preventing the release of another NXT star or something. You know what I mean? Right. Is it going to be worth it to have Phil Brooks back in the company? That's the ultimate question.
I mean, like, the same could be said for the likes of, and I know I'm going to get heat from the chat, and essentially I kind of sort of don't care. But, like, I feel the same way when it comes to Brock Lesnar. I understand Brock is a big draw, that's fine, but I am not a big fan of Brock matches whatsoever. They're all the same.
Yeah, well...
Don't get me wrong, like, I've seen him in real life. The dude's huge. There's no debating that. And he is a big draw, I get it. But it does get predictable whenever he does get in the ring. Everybody knows, okay, he's going to nail like 600 German suplexes, maybe put someone in the corner, do a couple of, shoulder thrusts into the corner, weaken the body a little bit, then eventually hit him with an F5 and then move on.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it took this long for the damage
to
pile up.
I don't know.
CM Punk is a whiny little bitch.
Oh! And that is it. That is all, ladies and gentlemen. The winner of the match and new YTD Academy European Wrestling Champion. He is also now a double champion because he is also the Archiverse Unified World Television Champion from Team Dogface. Fat Lad Mitchell Vaughn is your victor and new European Wrestling Champion. Congratulations to Mitchell Vaughn, and the Weapons of Mass Destruction just won another title, for fuck's sakes. Oh my god.
I feel like this just started.
Like, they're just, they may as well, you know what, the Wolfpack and the Weapons of Mass Destructions, heaven forbid they ever join forces, they will just have all the belts, Like, poor Archer, he's probably thinking, oh fuck. because he's got a huge target on his back, and now he's got to worry about not just the Wolfpack, but now the Weapons of Mass Destruction gaining belts. That's going to be one of the ones they're going to want to collect at some point. You know what I'm saying? He's going to get fucked up. But we'll see what happens with that, I guess. But congratulations to Dogface, the Doghouse, Weapons of Mass Destruction, and, of course, Fat Lad Mitchell Vaughn. Big win. Brand new European Wrestling Champion. Awesome. All right, so let's move on to the championship round, shall we? Or would be the championship rounds over on Twitch, where we would start betting on our matches. But as it is, again, we're not quite to the affiliate stage here on YouTube. We're getting there. 2023, we will monetize on YouTube, I guarantee it. We're getting closer and closer.
Fire.
Chris Jericho is fire. The Ocho. The Ayatollah of rock and rolla.
Love it.
Yeah. So, but anyways, we've got Y2J, Chris Jericho, L.A. Knight. We've got Mnemonics, Austin Furious, and, of course, Alexander Dustin, one of the newer superstars of the roster, very quickly rose to the top of the YTD Academy roster, winning the Submission Wrestling Championship, and is now putting it on the line against those 4 villainous bastards. And then they are bastards, each and every one of them, in their own right. They are devious, they are formidable, and they are super athletic. This is going to be a fantastic submission match. It is, of course, a submission elimination matchup. Fatal 5. Who do you guys think is winning this one?
Ooh, this is gonna be a good match.
I gotta go for me, Chris Jericho.
You're going for Chris Jericho on this one?
Oh, yeah.
I got no prediction on this one.
No prediction on this one? This is a tough one for me. You know who I'd like to see win it, honestly? I would like to see LA Knight pull this one off, but I don't know. I just don't know. Alexander Dustin's pretty impressive. And, I mean, not many people have held the Submission Wrestling Championship. The likes of, Ric Flair, Kurt Hennig, people like that have held that title. So it's amazing that a guy like Alexander Dustin just rises to the top and takes that title in the fashion he did. But Jericho, I mean, they're all capable of winning this matchup. So I don't know. Again, if we were betting, if we were over on Twitch and we were betting on this match, I'm not sure I'd make a bet on this one. It's just one of those matches. Although it's the championship rounds, I guess you would. I do that a lot. How dare you call me out on that?
Going to be good.
How dare you, sir? That is ghastly.
You're welcome.
But anyways, all right, here we go. YTD Submission Wrestling Championship on the line. A Fatal 5 Submission Eliminator. Let's rock and roll. Time to turn and burn, baby.
The host would be banned.
Yeah. So, what were we talking about?
How dare you?
What?
Someone said if this was Twitch, the host would be banned.
How dare who said that?
How dare you, Snorhawk?
Snorhawk64, how dare you? Right, you know what? I would, at very least, there would be an AKO issued.
Hey, Snorhawk.
Welcome in, Snorhawk64.
Archer would have been banned 5 matches ago.
Ghastly. I don't care for the plotting. How disrespectful. I bring you the finest of wrestlers to put on the greatest of shows, the very best in fantasy wrestling excellence. And what do I get? I get plots to my demise. On my own show, ghastly. It's like mutiny. It's attempted. This is like attempted mutiny. Is what it is. It is an attempted mutiny.
I think that's fair, but you also set yourself up for it.
How do I set myself up for insubordinate behavior?
You could always
answer me that.
Voice to something positive. But you don't.
What is not positive about championship matches?
No. I'm not saying about
hey, you got options. It's for options. I give you options.
You say, oh, it's terrible banning the host, but you gave them that option to do so.
Give them options, but I give them lots of options to choose from, and those villainous trolls, rabid wolves that we call a beautiful community, which they are. They are indeed a brilliant community, but villainous, all of you. Trolls, all of you. rabid wolves, villainous snakes, venomous, if you will.
Oh, that's why there isn't a lot of trolling in this channel.
Oh,
The
yeah,
amateurs come into the chat and the professionals attack.
I mean, to be fair, we have had attempted trolling of the Archerverse. I don't think they were all too pleased with their results.
You know, a bunch of amateur trolls come into a chat of professionals.
We had fun with them. We ate them up and spit them out.
Talking about Woozy Stalkers, he's still around?
No, this is well before.
I still say Outcast Gameplays was Woozy Stalker.
Oh, heard from Woozy?
Yes, I have actually.
Is he doing well?
He is personally, physically, and he's physically well. He's going through a rough time right now. I mean, I can't really talk about it. Glenol and I have already discussed it, only because he's privy to certain information. But, I mean, if I'm talking to Woozy again and he gives me permission to discuss it, I'll discuss it. But I will say this. Woozy is a great member of our community. He's always been a part of our broadcast for probably over 100 episodes. And we've had a lot of fun and good times with Woozy, but he's going through a rough time right now. And I wish him the best. Thoughts and prayers are with the family. And that's all I'm going to say. But Woozy himself is fine. Woozy himself is fine.
Wasn't asking for any details. So
yeah. Nope. Well, I mean, inquiring minds want to know. I'm sure everybody wants to know what Woozy's up to. He was back and then he went MIA again, but there's been reasons behind the hiatus, so.
Well, if he's watching Woozy, my man, you got my thoughts and prayers, and I don't do that to too many people.
From Poland,
You okay with
weighing
it?
in at 200.
You are missed, Woozy, if you're watching.
He is the pure wrestling champion.
I don't know if Woozy, he might be lurking. He does tend to do that. He just, again, there's reasons for his hiatus and or silence, if you will.
I'm not like everybody else, Cole. It seems like everybody's ready to write the champ's demise, but not me.
It means bring the party down. I feel like an asshole.
Yeah, well, I know we kind of just got silent on that. It was a moment of silence. All right, yeah. So let's move on from that. We just deflated the night just a little bit there.
Honeybee Wrestling, give us some good news. Why is it a big day?
Sorry, say that again.
Honeybee is put in the chat. Today is a big day for her.
Honeybee.
Sorry.
Big day for me. Well, like personally or because of Honeybee's matchup tonight? I bring home my new dog. Oh, nice, from a rescue shelter. Yay! Congratulations on your new fur baby coming a rescue too from a shelter. That's fantastic.
I want photos.
Go. Can we? No, we can't. Well, we can. We can put the. Can we drop the Discord link? Can we do that? We can do that. Can we not? I don't know. There's so many things that are different on YouTube than Twitch. I forget what we can or can't do sometimes. Like, I'll tell Glenola to shout somebody out and was like, oh, wait a minute. No, never mind, we can't do that. I mean, we can, it just takes a little extra effort, if you will. Know what I'm saying?
You got to remember exactly what the name is on
that too, and that's the... You know, I hate that about YouTube too, because you all villainous bastards sneak into YouTube sometimes under a different name, and I'll be thinking you're a new viewer or something to be like, no, I'm Poindexter. Just as an example, not really, that's Froggy Mothlegs, and he's... But, yeah, they use different names on YouTube. See, I, of course, converted my YouTube channel to the YTD Academy channel, so it's pretty easy to find the Archerverse on YouTube.
I went ahead and dropped your link down in the
There we go.
Down on YouTube. Yeah. Blow it up, baby.
Yep. Drop those pics.
There is the Discord link.
But yeah, anyways.
Chris Jericho looking all sorts of on point this evening.
Looking focused and ready to go.
Hell,
Needs
yes,
to be
look at
the fatal 5-submission eliminator.
that. I have one question. Why is it all these referees always look like they're so angry?
I know, it's like, my guy, you get paid a pretty top dollar to do what you do. Although, to be fair, I mean, some of the situations they find themselves in, how many times have they been attacked?
Okay, to be fair, that's in a skit, so that's on them.
And or taken out in the middle of a match, being in the wrong place at the wrong time. Which is why referees should be former wrestlers, because at least they're used to taking a bump. Some of the referees that take bumps, you're thinking, are they okay? Do they need some medical help out there?
Right.
I think we need to bring back the best wrestler.
Which ones?
Zombie Master.
Zombie Master. Yeah, he was a great referee. That was from the Archivers 2.0. Sadly, Zombie Master ref was removed.
Good job.
Apparently released.
Extremely happy.
Infinite Oni is home from work. Welcome back, Infinite Oni. Glad you're home from work, chilling, maxing out, relaxing, watching some TAV on YT. That was kind of fun to say. I'll be honest, a little bit. TAV on YT.
The public is going to have some hellified nails, though. Throwing that out there. Cute dog, though.
And what is said puppy's name? I haven't seen it in the chat. He's a red. Called red. A red. Is that Saluki? Salakai, Saluki, Punisher.
Don't ask me how to pronounce it.
Yeah, I don't know.
That dog is cute, though.
Anyway, his name is Red. Infinite Oni says, hello again, honeybee. Which is just Infinite Oni's humble way of saying, acknowledge me.
Oh, come on. Could have gone all night without
Fair. All right, yeah, there doesn't look like there's too much extra information that's really noteworthy or worth reading about the dirt sheets tonight. I assume after tomorrow night there'll be much more, so Tuesday night. Tuesday night, incidentally, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, happens to be episode number 450. And it will be, and it will, of course, be live over on Twitch, twitch.tv/The Archerverse, where we will celebrate 450 episodes on the next edition of Wrestle Wars Genesis, where we are completely rebranded from just the Archerverse Wrestle Wars to Wrestle Wars Genesis, and we've, of course, redesigned everything in the arena from the ring to the barricade, you name it. It's going to be a brand new reveal for the Archerverse Wrestle Wars Genesis arena. And, of course, as I said earlier, we do have under construction the new Archerverse Hall of Legends arena as well that'll be utilized for our award shows and or for any additional shows we might have, like tournaments. So it's going to be a lot of fun over the next little while with some reveals, new arenas, new logos, more good times. But episode number 450, Tuesday night, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live on Twitch TV. It is going to be the late night place to be, as always. The most must-see show on Twitch TV. And as always, we will deliver the very best in fantasy wrestling excellence, bar none, period. All right, anyways, what was I saying? What were you saying? What was anybody saying? I don't know.
We were talking about Bucky, but I did read something on one of my communities that I follow on Facebook. And this could be a very controversial, opinion. Now, I would like your thoughts on it, just because it is who it is.
Okay.
Somebody had stated that there needs to be a title on Dominic because he is one of the top heels in the business right now.
Sorry, say again?
Somebody is claiming that Dominic needs to be given the title because of all the heel heat he has right now.
Somebody has their head up their ass.
No, I mean, like, I get it. I enjoy Dominic. I like what he's doing. I think the whole I'm still a baby, I'm gonna let Rhea Ripley, you know, fight all my battles for me kind of a thing is cool. I get it. I mean, he's not the first person in history to do so. I mean, like, if you think about it, Chris Jericho used to do that all the time. Eddie Guerrero used to do that with China. I mean, like, all the good, all the legends we love and every day have done so. I just think that, I mean, like someone stated he's being the top heel next to Roman Reigns. I was like,
did Joe Link just try to get himself acknowledged? This is YouTube, my guy. This is that doesn't work here yet. I mean, it will eventually. I do actually have Stream Elements set up for YouTube, but we just aren't able to utilize that yet. In time, my guy. But how dare you? How dare you for not knowing that already? How many episodes have you been here for, sir? That is absolutely ghastly.
All of the episodes.
Well, not all. I mean, this is episode 449. So, I mean... But he's been around for a very large portion of those.
I would like, you know, Chad's opinion and your opinion on, you know, is it possible that, in a weird way of thinking, that Dominic could be, you know, top heel based on he's doing his job. Everybody hates him, regardless.
Yeah.
I think it's too early. I really do. He needs a few more years. I think he will be a title contender. You know, as long as they don't fuck him up.
I'm going to be the party pooper here because I just am not yet impressed by Dominic Mysterio. So I for one, I'm going to watch everything play out, but I just don't. Me personally, I'm just not invested yet. So if whatever happens, happens for me.
I don't think he's there.
Not yet.
I think he has the potential.
Oh well, I'm not saying. I mean, he's got the right people in his corner, right? They're pushing him too soon, right? Listen, he doesn't seem, for me anyways, I don't speak for anybody else, but for me personally, he doesn't seem to have the natural ability that, say, Randy Orton did. He still has a lot of ironing out the wrinkles to do, so to speak, as far as his fluidity in the ring, his knowledge of that in-ring work, you know?
I mean, the same can be said about Austin Theory, too. I mean, like,
well, I don't know. Austin Theory's a lot better than Dominic.
That's where everyone, like, see, that's what I'm talking about. Everybody wants to sit and, you know, get on me for saying that, and that's fine. That's cool. Everyone has their opinion.
I mean, I get what you're saying, kind of, but I mean, Austin Theory's on a different level than Dominic Mysterio.
But the thing is, if it weren't to be for Mr. McMahon, would Austin Theory be at that level?
Probably not.
I highly doubt it.
Probably not. But the fact is, he was and still is now because of that, and he's running with the ball, so that's good. That's good. We need guys like him. He's part of the future of the business as long as he keeps his head on straight, anyway. You know. So, but I'm not a big supporter of Austin Theory yet either, because I too thought they pushed him too fast. But at least he just has more ability than Dominic. For me, it's just he's not even he's kind of improving on the microphone even a little bit. But for me, it's his in-ring work just needs touched up. It's just so botchy. So botchy.
And I agree, he's still young. Stuff like that. But he's still held his own to the likes of like Seth Rollins and that story.
He's a Mysterio. he's gonna be there regardless of what we think anyway, right?
Yes, and honestly, they need to play this whole. And I know Vicky Guerrero has already been all over Twitter saying how she thinks it's disrespectful.
Oh my God! So here's the thing. Stop right there for one moment. So she's all fired, and so is Shaw Guerrero, by the way, the daughter of Eddie Guerrero. They're all fired up. Supposedly, I don't know if it's a work or whatever. I don't know. Who knows? But they're all apparently all fired up because of the reference to Dominic and Eddie. Well, let me just get one thing straight here. That's been a storyline since what, the 2000s? Or was it the late 90s, early 2000s? When
exactly where I was going with it.
Eddie
storyline.
Eddie had to, well, it wasn't even that. Eddie had to father the child because Rey Mysterio was incapable. Was the storyline back then. So Eddie Guerrero was actually supposedly the donator of the, the sperm. Yeah, so I mean... But anyways, pause there for a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match and new YTD Academy Submission Wrestling Champion, the Ayatollah of Rock and Rolla, the Wizard, Le Champion, the Ocho, Chris Jericho. Of course, Jericho, but here at the Archiverse. For some, listen, he's gonna listen. The announcer does it every time. Chris Jericho. What the fuck is Jericho? What is wrong with that guy? Does he not get paid enough money? He can't read the teleprompter? What is his issue? I don't know. But
I can just hear Jericho going, "You freaking idiots!"
You're on the list.
No, this is pre-list.
Oh, well, last year the list of Jericho was actually on the list of Archer. So, all right, here we go. It is the co-main event of the evening, and this is, of course, a big night for Team Infinitoni because Team Infinitoni is dominating both the co and main event scenes tonight. We've got Matthew Ultraviolet quickly rising to the top, challenging his earned a championship matchup against Rock Roberts, member of the Coalition, of course, partner in crime to Nick Aldis, Carlos Hawkins, and the one Elijah Archer, putting his title on the line. This is his, I think, third title defense, I believe, against Matthew Ultraviolet. And then the next match of the night, the main event of the evening, also from Team Infinitoni, the WCW Women's World Junior Champion, January, challenging Honeybee, the Triple Crown World Champion, to a 1v1 matchup. Best 2 out of 3 falls for the YTD Academy Grand Prix Women's Wrestling Championship. So the next 2 matches are going to be bangers. What do you guys think about this match in particular, though?
I think Matthew Ultraviolet looks like Kano.
You think he looks like Kano? Nice. I actually didn't piece that together until you just said that, but now I see it. I can't unsee it now. I cannot. I mean, different colored attire, don't get me wrong.
But red, Kano 100%.
How dare you? Now I can't unsee that.
I'm sorry.
You are not sorry. You are not sorry.
You're right, I'm not. But
no, you're not. Absolutely not.
It's just an observation. But at this point...
It's a very good observation, but...
Yes,
but now I can't not see said observation, and that is your fault. You're doing
and that's fine.
It is not fine.
But
how is that fine?
Because now
Matthew Ultraviolet.
I just want to see Poindexter, whatever attire he's going to be in, against Matthew Ultraviolet as Kano.
Yep. For fuck's sakes, don't even start with that shit. We just had to undergo watching what is he now? He's 2Dex now. He's 2Dex now. He came out looking like Two-Face, or at least a very, if it's possible, a much more villainous-looking Two-Face. But the Professor, I mean, is he ever going to return as the Professor Poindexter, or is that just kind of gone, said and done now? Like he just, this is just out of pure spite. He's going to continue this, turning Genesis into the world's largest epicenter of cosplay nonsense.
I think Poindexter needs to lay off the weed a little bit.
It's not funny. People are always laughing. It is not funny. I don't find it funny. It is not amusing. It is not amusing. It is not fucking Halloween every night of the year. How dare you, sir, put that out there like that? How dare you? How dare you? All right, so without further ado, here we go. The co-main event of the evening for the YTD Academy Grand Prix Wrestling Championship. We got Matthew Ultraviolet from Team Infinite Oni taking on Team Rock Roberts' own Rock Roberts. Nice that he names his team after himself. I'm surprised more people are doing that. Anyways, we better not go there either. But here we go, YTD Grand Prix Wrestling Championship. On the line, let's go.
Actually, better. Shout Dex.
Oh, good God.
Oh, no.
Oh, good God.
No.
No is right. Boo. That's right. That absolutely boo the man.
Dude, Dex Rex.
Dex Rex. Dex Rex?
Yeah, instead of Cyrex, put him as Dex Rex.
Oh, my God.
Have him come out in a yellow
Are we really
robot kind
discussing
of looking
this?
shit? That'd be cool. Just saying.
Jesus.
I think we all agree we still need Archer Dex.
We do not need Archer Dex.
No.
No. I agree.
I do not need to see a
No.
mini Archer.
How-
I don't need to see that shit.
See? My sentiments exactly. Thank
One
you.
Archer is enough. We don't
One
need another.
Archer is enough. We do not need another.
Now, if he comes out looking like Mini-Me with Archer attire on, I'm dying.
You know what? If there's,
Someone better clip that shit 100%.
I will ban the whole fucking chat that night. You know what? You know what I'll do? Because I never actually banned them. What I did one time. Well, technically it was banning. There was one time where I made it. Well, some people came back, the villainous bastards. But there was one time during the main event of the evening, that Glenola were on the show, and I sent them all to a different fucking channel, and we watched the main event by ourselves.
Oh, that's fucked up.
A lot of them came back. It was like, you cocksuckers. But anyways, yeah, I sent them all to a different channel. But you know what I'll do? If there's ever an Archer Dex, just because y'all keep talking about it, putting that out there like that, I will find the worst goddamn channel on Twitch, and I will send all of you there. That's what I don't care if they are streaming Barbie Island Princess. You're going there. That's where you're going.
Hey, that game is awesome. Lay off.
That game is awesome, the man said.
I've never played
Man
it. So
said that
don't throw
game's
me under
awesome.
that bus.
What the fuck are you even talking about right now? Barbie Island Princess is a great game, you said.
Never
You know
played
what?
it,
You
so
know
I
what?
don't-
No.
I don't-
No. Wait.
I can't give any insight on a game I've never played
Wait.
before.
Can I get a hell yeah in the chat room? Please
no.
oh yeah. Oh yes.
Y'all think so.
You brought this on yourself. Can I get a hell yeah in the chat? It's going right now. Can I get a hell yeah in the chat room right now if you all want to see Punisher lock and load Barbie Island Princess and stream that shit live on Twitch? Can I get a hell yeah, please?
No.
I want a hell yeah
no.
from all of you right now. Barbie Island Princess being played on Twitch TV by the one and only Punisher.
I gotta see if I actually have it.
There's one hell yeah. Oh, I'm
don't
jumping.
count.
Oh, yes, it does. Yes,
does
it
not.
counts. It
does
does.
not.
Let's go, he says. I'm a hell yeah. Let's go. Get the
Jesus
hell
Christ.
yeah. Joe Link, you want to see Punisher? There's Joe Link with a hell yeah. Life is great. Are you still here, Honeybee Wrestling? How about you? You want to see Punisher play some Barbie Island Princess? We need to have a hell yeah in the chat room.
Oh, good lord. I don't even have this game.
You now have to get this game.
I like, fuck.
Defense begins, and it really is rolling.
Nintendo DS. I'm not sure if I have DS.
Don't care about friends.
You say what? You
Oh,
might.
fuck, they have it on the Game Boy Advance. I have that. Son of a
Yeah, there you go. There you go. And that could be, you have a capture card.
bitch. Son of a bitch. I do. I mean, no, I don't. Son of a bitch. I went to bust out the monster now in order to see if I actually have this shit.
Barbie
All right.
Island Princess. Yes, sir.
Alright, I will.
Is
I'll
on
mark it
the
down.
Punisher agenda.
I'll mark it down.
Yo, Sir Jack. Sir Jack, the greatest. What's going on, Sir Jack? Yo, Infinite Oni, did you saw the last time January had her matchup, did you not? Did you see her title defense? When she defended that, what is now known as the Junior World Championship? That was a great match. Yeah, she did retain. Yeah, it was fantastic. Very, very good match. Ooh. Glenol is ducking out in the last 2 matches of the night. Alright, Glenol, we'll have a good rest. We'll talk to you tomorrow, lurk away.
Yeah, Starcano's whooping that ass right now.
Starcano. Good God. It is an iron to gold match.
His finisher needs to be the 450 splash, just saying.
Man, that referee took forever to get, like, just from. Why does he need to run all the way over there to count a pinfall anyway? That's my question.
I don't know.
All right, drop to your knees and count the goddamn pin.
I mean, that's just as bad as annoying as how really, like, the 10 counts in this game, it's like 60 fucking...
Infinite Odie says, in soon to be January, 2 belts.
Oh, damn.
Are we actually going to double January 2 belts? Like, you know, Becky 2 belts?
I hope not. I think we're not doing it.
Yeah, I got to be honest. I wasn't a fan of the big time Bex gimmick, or the Becky 2 belts.
It was like WWE and Lady Gaga had a baby.
Well, I mean, why the hell did she have to keep changing her persona, anyways?
I don't know. Stick with the fashion sense that wasn't even fashion. It was just
she was already over as the man. Then all of a sudden she's you know, Becky 2 belts. Then she's big time Bex, and I'm like, but like, to me, none of them are working.
Everyone's got to have like 16 aliases in order to stay relevant, don't you know? I mean, look at Shawn Michaels, for Christ's sake.
To be fair, I guess a lot of them have reinvented themselves, but not completely changed their you know what I don't know.
Yeah, they haven't changed their persona.
Yeah. It's just weird for me.
Should have said, oh shit, they go out of nowhere. Kinda liking it.
Yeah.
So here's my thing. I haven't really been able to watch too much of Raw because I've been extremely busy with 2 chillins who are really congested and can't breathe to save their lives right now. But I have seen where Asuka has pretty much taken a turn to the dark side. What the fuck is up with that?
Well, I don't know. I'm okay with that, though. The Empress, I think, would have a great heel run as a champion. Yo, Joe Link, what is the score right now? I know that's another pinfall, but I can't remember. Is that 1-0 or 1-1? Or is it 2-0? I don't know. Punisher and I are kind of on a tear here in the conversation, so I wasn't paying attention to the entirety of the match. First one you saw? Okay. 1-0. Okay, so, okay, maybe I was paying attention. So it is 1-0 for Rock Roberts right now over Matthew Ultraviolet. Alright, anyways. Just wanted to know.
I'm just kind of, I'm like, I couldn't piece together her face paint that she had at the Royal Rumble and the stuff that she's sticking with. Like that blue and white face paint.
Yeah.
I was digging it. It just threw me off. Now, is that a gimmick that, like, she had in, like, did she wrestle in like, the whole New Japan? Did she wrestle in that organization? I don't follow...
Well, I mean, New Japan Pro Wrestling, up until very recently, New Japan Pro Wrestling didn't even really have a women's division or focus on one. But she did wrestle for other Japanese promotions, yeah.
Okay, Joe Luke says the heel version of Asuka is called Kana?
Kana, yeah. Yep.
I'm for it. I'm digging it.
Oh, me too. I mean, I like anything Asuka does, personally.
I don't understand why they brought in Asuka to do that whole dancing around, shaking her ass in a thong outside, or just like, it was kind of weird to me. But
Yeah, it is kind of weird.
now she's like bringing the heat. It seems like everyone right now is almost got a early attitude feel. Like that transition from the new generation to the attitude.
Yeah, I kind of see what
That's
you're
how I'm
saying
feeling
there.
right now. Now everybody just needs to like get in that same mindset that they had back then of like everybody trying to outdo everybody. I had a feeling that if they were to try and do that, WWE would be on fucking fire, regardless of all the scandals and lawsuits.
Yeah, fair. Probably. Yeah, you're probably not wrong about that. But yeah, no, I would. I think Asuka as a heel is far more intrigued. I mean, not that I had anything. I didn't find anything wrong with her run as a face either. But when she's champion, I just find it more fun when if she's going to be a dominant champion, and the better way to do that is to have her as a heel. That's kind of that way for everybody. It's kind of hard to have a dominant face as a champion, you know what I mean? At least for any lengthy period of time. It has happened in the history of wrestling. Obviously, you've had your Bruno Sammartinos, and you've had your Hulk Hogans, etc. But I mean, how often really, right, does a face character hold a world championship or any kind of championship for any legitimate amount of time without turning heel? Unless you're John Cena, I mean...
You beat me to it, goddammit.
Literally, at one time, they called him Super Cena, and I was so pissed. I remember I actually joked one time and called him Super Cena, and I thought, you know what, fuck that. If they ever call him that, I'm just turning off the TV. And one night, fucking Michael Cole called John Cena Super Cena, and I thought, fuck that.
You should have copyrighted it.
Oh my god. And... well, now they're. What was the latest match they stole from the Archerverse? Christian Cool and I were just talking about it, laughing. I'm trying to remember now. I'll have to go back and look at the conversation, but they actually took one of our match types. I thought that was pretty funny.
No shit.
Oh, here's something else funny is back in the day, before the Archivers came into existence live on Twitch TV and YouTube TV, back when it was still in the e-fetting days, when people were writing up stories and submitting them, competing for championships much as they are now, but it was all written and you read things, etc. I'm sure a lot of you know what that is, e-fetting. Yeah. So, oh, that was a near fall there. Doc Roberts is on a roll here. Sorry, what was I saying?
E-fetting. And WWE's doing the match.
Oh yeah, we had, so back in the GOW Gods of Wrestling days, which was the predecessor to the Archerverse, we had a championship belt called the Legends Championship, and about 6 months or so after we had introduced that championship, TNA, Impact Wrestling came out with a Legends Championship belt. To which I actually went to one of their posts back then. I forget what site it was on, maybe Bleachers Report or something. But anyways, and I actually commented on one of the articles saying I thought it was funny that they had a Legends Championship and that I had actually come up with a Legends Championship for what we were doing, because we were actually doing podcasting back then too. But that was actually before podcasting was actually even a thing. We had a podcast called Fed Hype Radio. And it basically was just discussing everything that happened in the e-fetting land, and we would do discussions about Raw, SmackDown, a lot of the same thing we do now. Just now we're a lot more extensive. We don't just talk about Raw, SmackDown, NXT. We also talk about the history of wrestling, the lineage of wrestling, the championship belts, best matches of all time. You name it, we talk about it. So it's evolved greatly. We're just as much podcast now as we are a wrestling show. I mean, at one time, we did more match calling, play-by-play, commentary. We still do that from time to time, but now we've turned into more of a wrestling show / podcast, and it's been beneficial because people have enjoyed the show a lot more than just sitting listening to us constantly discuss. Here he comes off the ropes. Oh, power slam. You know, people love the play-by-play and the commentary. We still do it. We talk about the matches, but people are here to watch a show, but they also want to be entertained. and they want to hear some factual information about the sport they love, which is professional wrestling. So it's been a very, very good addition to the show. The evolution of the show, of the Archiverse, both on Twitch TV and YouTube TV, has been fantastic. We still have a lot more followers over on Twitch than we do here on YouTube, but we're growing very quickly here on YouTube. Our numbers are gaining, our viewership numbers are gaining very, very quickly. For anybody that's ever streamed before, you know that it is not easy to get live viewers. It is not easy to get people drawn to your channel. But because of all your support over on Twitch and here, the Archiverse YouTube channel, which was very much inactive for over a decade until I revived it as the Archiverse YouTube channel, and then eventually it became, obviously, YTD Academy's home. Because you guys are flocking over to watch the matches and watch the live shows, we have exploded from 2 subscribers to 427 subscribers in about a 6-month period. We have matches that have normal views. They might have 10 views, they might have 30 views, some have 60, but we also have a lot of matches that are up there. We have one that's close to 5,000 views. We have many matches that are over 1,000, over 2,000 views. There's a lot of people paying attention to the Archiverse. We're being recommended by other sites. For instance, one of the sites that just recommended one of our matches from YTD Academy was a site dedicated to Ric Flair. It's called All Things Ric Flair, and so we're getting our name out there, and we're doing very, very well. And it's all because, well, you guys are a great community, and a lot more people are starting to flock over to YouTube and start to watch the shows here, watch the dark matches throughout the week. So it's an added depth of entertainment for the Archiverse channel as a whole too. YTD Academy has been a blessing more than anything because we've got a lot of great storyline ideas, angles, matches. You know, there's been a lot more good than negative that has come out of having. Because I'll be honest, I believe Glenola wasn't sure YTD Academy was a good idea. He didn't think it would take off. And I said, you know what though? I said we have a strong community, and the reception of the idea was fairly decent. I think we give it a chance, we give it a go. And sure enough, the support was there. It still continues to grow. We're getting more and more views over on YouTube. It's absolutely fantastic. And it's a really great time. And we're in our 3rd year now with the Archiverse TV, and we continue to just find ways to raise the bar, change the game, and it doesn't matter which one of our streaming communities decides to. You know what's funny? I'm gonna say something. Listen, you guys that are part of the community that have your own wrestling shows, please, for the love of God, when I come to your channel, please do not tell everybody that I am the very best in fantasy wrestling excellence, part of period. That is a stick for here. That does not make any sense. We're trying to promote you. We're there for you. We want to promote your show, grow your show. If you want to shout me out, I accept the acknowledgement. I accept the stroking of the ego. But it sounds weird if you're putting my show over top of your show.
Well, and the funny thing is like, I see what you're getting at, because
I'm not going to stop you from doing it if you want to, yeah. I know.
I've caught myself doing it, and do I care? No, not really, just because I don't. I straight to all but maybe 2 people, myself and my brother. That's really bad.
Hey, like I said, I'm not going to prevent you guys from doing it. I'm not angry about it. Hell, I don't even care. I think I love the support, and I love the sentiment and the pure love behind the fact that I show up and you do that. I hope you want to make sure your show grows into the equal of the Archiverse, not the lesser of the Archiverse. That's all you know what I mean? I don't wish, but like if anybody thinks I want to be the very best wrestling show in the world, you know, I want us all to. If you guys, part of my community, also want to stream wrestling, I want you guys to be just as good as me. We can together dominate the world of fantasy wrestling. Together we become excellent. But I don't know, I feel funny when I come over to somebody's channel and it's the Archiverse, he's the very best in fantasy wrestling excellence, he is the late night place, all that stuff, and I'm thinking, oh my good God, let's talk about your channel and how good it is.
I don't go that far. I'll go and be like, I'll do a little stick, but I won't butter it up too much. Can't go that way, go too much.
You know, I accept the stroking. I accept the stroking, but
do you now?
I do.
2 hands?
It's very sexual.
You started it.
Continued it.
Right. No, there's one thing I actually want to get back into the chat here, because I'm listening to you and I'm looking at the chat.
Not so okay.
Yeah, I mean, depends on how you look at it. But
find Joe Link's beard sexy. I don't know. Honeybee might have nice legs. You might be turned on by the legs. Sir Jack has great earlobes. You know, there's things you can be attracted to. 7-5 is the count, Joe Link says.
Yeah, it's stuff that's been going on between in the match. And Infinite Oni, I want to let you know, it doesn't really matter in this game about overalls. You can have an overall of a 56 and still beat the pants off of an overall 100. It is not about what your overall is. It's
not just, universe mode.
It's all about. It's all about strategy, and it's all about styles.
Yeah, because
if you got one wrestler that's trying to accommodate one other, like as much as I hate Bubba, Big Bubba's a huge super heavyweight that uses some of the moves that are hard to block and stuff like that. He uses that to his advantage. Now to counteract that, you can get someone that has a lot of speed that is slowing down where you can't grab you as much.
Yeah, and don't forget that the more they wrestle and the more they circulate throughout shows, they still, even if you're a 100, you still collect attribute and experience points. And here's an example: when I was adjusting another character at one point, out of 100, he had 105. So as you're winning belts and winning matches and all those and circulating through the different shows. So in universe mode, all that matters. That's why your wrestler could be doing fantastic on Wrestle Wars Genesis, Starrcade, or YTD Academy, but when we have a dark match, he might not perform in the same way for some strange reason. He may not, she or whatever, not necessarily he, but yeah. 8-7 is the score. Wow, 8-8. It is 8-8, I think, right now.
Yes. And Oni, I know what you're saying. Me and Archer have gone back and forth, especially in the universe.
Good God, Infinite Oni.
It's just, it's hard to compete with. Because it does actually come out of nowhere.
Infinite Oni must be like on the edge of his seat right now. Look at this!
Yes.
Look at this! Right in the middle, right, Rock Roberts! He tapped 9-8 for Matthew Ultraviolet. Good God.
Right in the middle, too.
What a
Nowhere
comeback.
to go, baby.
Rock Roberts was rocking his world up until recently. This is a huge comeback for Matthew Ultraviolet. Oh my God.
Very much so. He's feeling his inner Kano. That's what it is.
You don't even know what to say right now. Matthew Ultraviolet is so super impressive right now. We have 75 seconds left of this matchup, and it looks like we're going to have a brand new YTD Academy Grand Prix Wrestling Champion from Team Infinite Oni, but Rock Roberts looking to come back, though. He's looking to prevent that. He's got 60 seconds to prevent this from happening. 60 seconds to tie it up. 60 seconds to call it a draw and retain his title. Can he do it, though? Can he do it? Matthew Ultraviolet looking real impressive. Well, actually, he looks like he's getting booted in the face right now, but he was looking great in there.
Oh, yeah, he went from like,
whoa! It is 9-8.
Oh, damn.
Uh-oh, no. 30 seconds for Rock Roberts to call that draw.
All it's going to need is one submission move, one good submission.
Uh-oh, here it comes. This might be the tying.
What the hell is going on right now?
Oh, Matthew Ultraviolet takes a spear. 10 seconds to go. Oh, there's an RKO. And how dare he still call it the RKO, but... No, he tied it up. Oh, no.
What the hell?
Oh, no. Oh, no. It says winner, though. Was that 10-9? That was the 10-9? I thought that was the tie. I thought that was the tying. Wow. Matthew Ultraviolet, ladies and gentlemen, came that close to dethroning the member of the Coalition, Rock Roberts, for the Grand Prix Wrestling Championship. What a matchup, and guaranteed after that performance, those two will lock horns again. Holy shit, what a match. Team Infinite Odie, you might have lost the battle, but you certainly haven't lost the war yet. Congratulations. Congratulations on the very impressive performance by one Matthew Ultraviolet. But congratulations to Rock Roberts, still your Grand Prix Wrestling Champion. Infinite Odie says, should I even watch January's match? I don't know. It depends. Are you afraid that she might lose to Honeybee, the Triple Crown Champion? That's the question you have to answer for yourself. If it's going to give you nightmares, if you're going to wake up in the middle of the night going, January, and in a cold sweat, then I don't know.
I would do it.
I'm excited for this match. I am excited for this match.
Please.
All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is the main event of the evening. The reason we are all here, the Triple Crown World Champion stepping up to the plate and accepting the challenge of the WCW Junior World Champion from Team Infinite Oni, the all-impressive, the cold-hearted bitch, January, looking to become a double champion here tonight. That is what's happening. That is next. What do you guys think? Who is walking out the winner of this matchup?
I haven't seen any of these two to really give an opinion. So,
you haven't watched any January matches? My God, she's been dominating. She is the WCW Women's World Junior Championship holder. And then, of course, Honeybee from Team Honeybee Wrestling, or Queen Bee on Discord. She's the Triple Crown, the second ever Triple Crown World Champion. She holds the YTD Academy Women's Grand Prix Wrestling Championship, the WCW Women's World Championship, and the Archiverse Women's World Championship at the same time. Second person ever to do that. Both people to do it are both from the women's roster. No male superstar has done it yet.
Say some history for the rest of us,
right? Right? All right, but here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is a best 2 out of 3 falls matchup. Team Infinite Oni versus Team Honeybee Wrestling. It is January versus Honeybee for the YTD Academy Women's Grand Prix Wrestling Championship. Let's go. This is going to be a barn burner. Slobber knocker. Clash of the Titans.
It's a good movie.
Champion versus champion. Les Femmes Fatales versus Les Femmes Fatales. Le Champion versus Le Champion. Was that over the top?
Not enough.
Not enough. Shall we sing a song?
You go right ahead.
Uh-oh. Punisher is not a fan of the karaoke. This is when we missed the great Glenola, the king of karaoke.
I mean, come on, I'm already going to be playing, Barbie's Island Princess or whatever.
Hey, no. That's right, Boo the Man. That is not my doing. It is not my fault that all of your villainous, venomous friends. No. Do not ask them that question. You know what? Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the chat room, the army. By the way, Archer's army, not Punisher's army. Do not listen to the man. We are not answering that question. You guys wanted to see him play Barbie Island Princess. He brought it up.
I did not.
Okay, you might not have brought it up, but you decided to tell us that it was a great game. I was making a simple joke, a a sarcastic piece of kind of dark humor, in a manner of speaking. And you thought you'd go out on a limb being, I am a comedic genius, and say, it's a great game. So, I thought, well, if it's such a great game and you don't mind playing it and you think it's just a terrific experience. So I thought, well, hey, the members of the community, they would love to probably tune in to Punisher Gaming Channel and see Barbie Island Princess being played. I mean, that is not my fault. How dare you blame me for that? How dare you deflect? That is on you. That is ghastly. How dare you? I am offended. I am officially offended.
Offended all you want.
I will be. How dare you? I am offended.
The Diamond, B.
All right.
Jackson.
As we get started here, let me remind
Here comes the Diamond B. Jackson, a.k.a. Honeybee. Again, don't forget this is a best 2 out of 3 falls matchup. And also, let's not forget that starting in the very near future, live on the Punisher Gaming channel, Barbie Island Princess going live on a Twitch channel near you. So you don't want to miss it. Make sure you tune in.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I'm gonna be the only one playing it, guaranteed.
I'm playing it, but we will definitely make sure that goes viral. I'm talking clips, I'm talking TikTok videos, I'm talking getting posted on Instagram, Facebook. That shit is getting out there. Punisher is playing Barbie Island Princess live on Twitch. It is getting out there. Don't you think we're not going to make that happen, sir?
Watch.
How dare you?
Watch. That's going to be like my biggest stream ever, and I'm going to have to go back to it just.
This is a highly coveted title up for
You will revel in such success.
Why'd you go back? I had to beat the damn thing. That's why. I started it, now I have to finish.
She's known as the Ice Queen.
Joling says, hey, if you're the only one playing it, you will be the most popular streamer playing it then. Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's a lot of Barbie fans. I mean, some of his fans might be 5, but Infinite only says she's known as... Oh, you'll have Christian Cool there. Good for you. I mean, it's hard to get him to the Archiverse these days, but he will definitely be there for that. Anyways, Infinite only says she's known as the Ice Queen. She carries that hammer, however, to show her strength and fortitude. That doesn't say fortitude, but I just kind of added that in there. It was just kind of an ad lib, you know. That's yeah. Anyways, you were saying?
How does that you're okay?
God, this is hard to watch.
You sound like you're having a giant doobie or was minor stroke.
I mean, you know, a little gas building up in the belly there. Get a little hungry. It's been a bit of a stream. Ooh, I called it a stream. I should ban my own ass. Did you hear that? I called my show a fucking stream. That is ghastly. If I could ban myself for a match right now, I would. I promise you. Disgusting. Grotesque. How dare I? I should probably add the word stream to the list of Archer for that very reason. Or did I do that already? That might have been done already. That might be one of the very... Yeah. Oh, that's right. God damn it, you bunch of villainous bastards. I forgot you reset the list of Archer again. Which means even the list of Jericho's been wiped again. I put it down there twice. Damn it.
And for all of you that are interested, there's 781 followers on, you know, Barbie Island Princess. So maybe you know.
781 followers that will be elated, excited, ecstatic, happy, joyful, blissful.
Yeah, most of them are going to ask if I can give away a free Barbie. No, I
yes, yes. Walmart, $5 a piece for some of their figures. You have giveaways during your Barbie Island Princess. Yeah. Who wants a Barbie doll from Team Punisher when he goes live on twitch.tv/Punisher? Actually, it's Punisher Gaming, is it not? But anyways, you go watch Barbie Island Princess and you can win yourself a Ken doll, a Barbie doll, and whatever else the other names of the dolls are. I don't know. I have a daughter, but... You know, I sort of ignore the fact that there's other characters other than Ken and Barbie.
That's because there's not.
Well, there shouldn't be, but there's a ton of them. There's like a whole bunch of different names for friends and family and dogs, farm animals. And why is it? Where does Barbie get all her money from? That's what I want to know. Now I know there's the supposed there's all those infinite career paths she's chosen. You know. But I mean, in all those years, how could she have that many different jobs? How did she gain any knowledge from any of those jobs she had? You know, where does she really get her money from? I want to know. I believe there's some fuckery going on there, some evasion of taxes. I think there's something going on there.
She's a big capitalist whore.
She's a big capitalist whore. She probably owns a brothel. So that's going to be the next video game. Barbie Island Brothel. Barbie Island Brothel.
I don't even want to think that. I don't even want to think that whatsoever. I'm gonna have nightmares tonight.
Joling says in Boss Apollo stream per view, January fought Amber Extreme. It was the best match of the stream per view. It was. That was a great match. That was a fantastic match. You're not wrong. Oh! 1-0. Oh, kicked out. It was just about 2-0. Honeybee just about had a clean sweep right there. January in a bad way here. I think Honeybee looks like she's fish hooking there. The referee not doing a damn thing about it. Now I know it is falls count anywhere, but I didn't realize it was, no DQ. That was some fish hooking if I've ever seen fish hooking. Had her fingers right in the eye sockets and in the corners of the mouth of January. Disgusting.
Sounds painful.
Oh, big lariat by January. Did you see that? That was crazy.
You're about 5 to 10 seconds ahead of me. So, what the hell?
January squashing her. Big comeback attempt here. Met the knees of Honeybee, though. Now Honeybee back on a tear. This is a back and forth battle. Ooh!
A lot of springboards right now.
Clip wing DDT. Wow, and that is it. That is all, ladies and gentlemen. The winner of the match and still YTD Academy Grand Prix Women's Wrestling Champion and still your Triple Crown Women's World Champion from Team Honeybee Wrestling, the Diamond B. Jackson, a.k.a. Honeybee, is still your champion. Huge win for Team Honeybee Wrestling. And let me tell you something, Team Honeybee Wrestling has a huge target on her back. She's a Triple Crown Women's World Champion. She has not just January that's going to be gunning back to the top of that food chain, looking to chase her down for that title. She's got every woman on that roster looking for one of those 3 championship belts. The YTD Academy Championship, the WCW Women's World Championship, and the Archiverse Women's World Championship, all being held by Honeybee Wrestling and the Diamond B. Jackson. But ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That is all for episode number 449. Don't forget, Tuesday night, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, over on twitch.tv/The Archiverse. We are going to be having our 450th episode. It is going to be a celebration of 450 episodes, discussions with OGs. We're going to have a great matchup. We're going to have a night worthy of being a stream preview. Is exactly what the doctor is going to order. Championship matches all night long. Archer is going to be forced to defend his title. Honeybee is going to be in another championship match. Of course, she has to defend her title against Charlotte Flair on Tuesday night. Every champion is going to be defending. You don't want to miss it. Episode 450, a celebration. It is going to be a great time with a bunch of great people, great conversations as always. The late night place to be, the most must-see show on Twitch TV, and of course the very best in fantasy wrestling excellence, bar none, period. But that is it. That is all. Thanks for being here. You guys are all fucking awesome. You're legends. You are guys that built the Archiverse. You are the foundation on which it is built and continue to carry. I appreciate all of you. We'll see you Tuesday night. It's going to be a great show, a great celebration, and it's going to be a good time. Thanks for being here. You don't have to go home, but you do, in fact, have to get the fuck out of my channel. Goodbye.
I'll talk to you later, my man.